Damn, I got scared for a second, chat. I got scared for a second. My OBS was about to say, fuck you. What is going on, everybody? What is going on, bro? So this bitch, my fucking co-host Mel, tried to get me in some like Ken and Barbie bullshit. Thankfully, it didn't happen. I want to appreciate the cash audience for not fucking hitting that goal, making me dress up like some fucking doll. Like we're not doing that. But guys, there's so much crazy shit happening, right? It's Valentine's Day. It's supposed to be the day of love, the day of care. But no, it's the day of creep. It's the day of creepiness, disgustingness, and just all this craziness, guys. All this craziness. If y'all don't know, Iceman just got outed as this big, creepy, disgusting motherfucker trying to get nudes in exchange for fucking some help. Like, bro, what kind of power you got? What kind of fucking power does Iceman have, guys? I don't even fucking know. I don't know. Y'all don't know. We're going to delve into that shit, bro. And it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be amazing. But until we can get into any of that crazy shit, before y'all can look at Mel dressed up as the Playboy Bunny and me in the dapper fucking suit, guys, we have to start this fucking show. Yes, I was late because I fucking can't. Guys, let's get some blue waffles in the fucking chat. Let's get them. Let's get them. You know you want to hear it. I want to hear it. I know Mel wants to hear it. And we're going to get this bitch started. Let's get it going. Let's hear it.
Put some blue waffles in my mouth. Let the check with waffle stand.
You ready for the drop?
Scooter is transgender.
Let's go.
I love men. Put some blue waffles in my mouth. Let the check with waffle stand. Put some blue waffles in my mouth. Let the check with waffle stand.
Scooter is transgender.
Let's start this fucking show. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Lolcow Cash. My name is Ken, and what the hell are you wearing?
Exactly what you told me to, Ken. Are you getting senile already?
The fuck is this? Like, we got some fucking... We got bunny ears. We got the fucking collar with that. Oh, my God. No. Sit down. Sit down.
I had to censor it a little bit.
Sit down. God, we're not watching. Oh, God. Anyways, enough of that. Anyways, you look great. Congratulations on whatever this was. You know what I mean? I am in the fucking three-piece suit. I am the king of fucking suits in this damn universe.
You look like you're missing something, though, Ken.
Oh, yeah. So, guys, this is fucked up. All right. So, obviously, she was giving me some shit. Let me pull it up. Fucking the fedora. It did not come in today. It actually got delayed. Unfortunately, I don't know why. I don't know what the hell is happening. But where is it at? I can't even fucking see it. But y'all see it was ordered on February 11th. It was supposed to be here Saturday, but it got pushed out to fucking Tuesday. So
I blame you. We should have made one.
Fuck, I look like making fedoras fucking in a sewing machine. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. No.
Figure it out.
Fuck me, bro. But anyways, I promise y'all, when it comes in, I will be wearing it. I don't give a damn what's happening, what is doing it. I will be wearing a damn fedora hat because y'all paid for it. It's going to happen. So, yesterday, y'all tried to fuck me on that goal, bro. Me fucking.
What are you talking about? I did exactly what I was supposed to do yesterday.
Bro, who the fuck?
Bro.
Yeah, we're not doing the spam, bro. Sorry, we're not doing that. We are not doing that. I'm gonna give you 30 minutes to think about that. Let's not spam.
Put him in the corner.
Basically, get in the corner, bitch. But anyways, y'all wanted me to put on some fucking, what's that, pastel fucking weird neon colored fucking, what was happening? Tell me. What were y'all trying to do?
Ken. You're gonna be Ken. I don't know what you're talking about.
Real quick, Info Nook Daily with the 2 Ken style report of the week food review. Like I'm some fucking newscaster. All right, guys. Today, in today's food review, we have Popeye's chicken. Now, they have this chicken sandwich that everyone wanted to go crazy for. Now, if you guys remember, about 2 years ago, when Popeye's first announced this chicken sandwich, drive-through lines were crazy. Drive-through lines, you couldn't get. Yeah, shut up. You're messing me up. Stop. I'm doing a monologue. Shut the fuck up, guys. If you remember, right, in Popeye's chicken, when there was a drive-through, when they first announced their chicken sandwich, you couldn't get into the restaurant. You could not get into that thing or whatever. And then finally that thing died down. What are you doing? I'm
not talking. Keep doing your little monologue.
Sit down, please.
You can't tell me what to do. Keep monologuing.
Can you sit down, please? What?
Can you ask me nicely?
Guys,
nice. I'll give you
fuck
that.
my life. Why do I have to deal with this? I need a mink coat. A fucking mink jacket. That's hilarious. But anyway, I've had Popeyes once and I'll never have it again. It's awful. It is very greasy, Veronica. Popeyes is very fucking greasy. I'm going to lie to you anyway. But no, oh shit.
I'm poor.
At Willis Effridge super chatted $10. I think you guys should each prepare the same dish and compare for chat to judge.
Bro, I'm telling you right now, I would destroy you in any cooking competition. I would just. No, I'm going to tell you right now, I challenge all LCU hosts to a fucking cook-off, bro. I don't give a fuck what it is.
It doesn't count if you just step on us, Jolly Green Giant.
It's not about stepping on you, Mel. It's about showing the skill in the kitchen to flip the pan, to fucking butter the pan, to grease the pan, to sizzle on the pan, and to add seasonings to meat. Don't you love adding seasonings to meat, Mel?
So let's do it then. So I can kick your ass. Let's do it then.
Bro, no. I am the god of cooking of the LC. I am the god of cooking.
Scared. Okay. Be scared, Willie. It's fine.
Here you see? I can't. Anyways. Enough of the bullshit. You tried to get me some pastel Ken bullshit, and today ain't it. Yeah, and it didn't work out. Thank you again, chat, for not doing that to me, because I would have hated the cast chat for that. See, the cast chat actually likes me because they didn't do that for me.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
We'll work on that.
Real quick, Alex, can you sing "Happy Birthday"? Today is my birthday. I don't believe you.
It's a few birthdays actually in Maine. People were saying that.
You know what's funny? I actually do believe him. I'm just talking shit. But some people actually used to troll hosts to do that. So you sing happy birthday just to clip him and make fun of him. A lot of them did that. So, I'm
saying happy birthday, Ken. Let's go.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Appreciate you, Alex. Thank you so much. Super fucking creepy. That was the point, right? That was the point, to be creepy.
Yeah.
Exactly. But anyways.
Everyone wants a creepy birthday.
Straight up, bro. Look, by the way, guys, today, since Iceman got outed as a creep on fucking Valentine's Day, I got pulled up some people that told their creepy, horrific Valentine's Day stories, right? We're going to fucking judge those to check out who actually had the worst fucking one. But today, to punish this bitch for wanting to put me in a fucking doll outfit, she's going to write on herself. You're going to fucking write on yourself, okay? I don't give a damn. All right?
I'm equal here, Ken. I can make a goal if I wanted, and I wanted you to dress up like Ken, and I could be Barbie.
Well, you know what? I'm dressed up as Ken. Every single day I'm dressed as Ken. All right? You need
then why do I need to be punished then for making you do something you are?
Because you wanted me to put in a certain type of fucking outfit that I was not going to fucking wear with your 80s teal and greens and neons and pinks and all that bullshit.
You are already Ken. You literally just said so yourself. It wouldn't have been a big deal.
Well, right now I'm dressed up as Ken. Right? You're not dressed up as Barbie. I'll tell you that much. I'll tell you that much.
It's a bunny, Ken. I told you that.
Well, Playboy bunny.
Yeah.
What's that? Playboy Barbie bunny? Some bullshit. I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know, bro.
Special edition.
All right. Whatever. You suck. All right, guys. This is what we're doing. For every 5, she'll write on her arms. Right? For every 10, she'll write on her. I don't give a damn. 10 you'll write on your chest. 20 you'll write on your face. And if anyone is so gracious to grace us with this, if y'all send a 50, she's going to draw a dick on herself.
A dick? What am I, in middle school?
Yes, you are.
I'm pretty sure they're not allowed
I'm kidding,
here.
actually. Yeah, I'm kidding, actually. Yeah, you're not in middle school. Yeah, stop. Look, you're going to do it. I don't give a fuck. Here's the thing, right? We are a very low rev show, so ain't nobody going to do that. So I'm not worried about it. But it's just, if someone's feeling a little, special, and wants to help us out on this lovely Valentine Day. They'll help us out, bro.
You leave me alone on Fridays, and then you come back all pissed off because I did something, and I was here. I was the one who was here, so whatever.
Listen. When you signed up for this shit, you already knew Fridays were a thing. Everyone knows Fridays are a thing. People fucking know that shit. All right, so don't fucking come in here and think, oh, you're not here on Friday. I had to hold it down, bitch. When you accepted the job, you knew what it was, right?
Yeah, so you can't be mad that I did what I did.
God. Chat, this bitch fucking hates me. But anyways. Yeah, Fridays have been a thing since Cafe. Yes, when I first started as a host on Cafe, before there was like the thought of all these fucking shows, the Cafe was like the 4th or 5th ever show made. I was like, listen, bro, I can't do Fridays. And he was like, all right, that's cool. We'll just get somebody else. So that's a standing fucking order here that if I'm going to do it, that's when we're going to do it. They showed a dildo on nuts. So, well, there you go. Say they showed dildos on nuts.
Are we showing dildos here?
No, absolutely not. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. All right, this isn't fucking, your chatterbaits and all that bullshit. We don't do that shit here. All right, this is local cash. We don't show.
I'm scared.
Our former co-host showed a dildo before, but that's beside the point. Speaking of, yesterday, my heartstrings got tugged on me a little bit because
what happened?
Did you see Bus?
No.
So it was Scooter's birthday, and all that shit just came out about Iceman. Iceman said some shit about him being like, saying give him the green light to goon over bitches and all this other shit. And evidently Scooter's had some fight over self-deletion, right? He's contemplated that. You know what I mean? He got all.
And they brought that up on his birthday. That's something.
Well, I mean, yeah, but I mean, at the end of the day, he dealt with that shit, and then he opened up about some sewer slide thoughts that he's had in the past. And I was like, damn, bro. Because sometimes at the end of the stream, I always say, life is beautiful. You got one shot at this thing. You make it the best possible thing you can. And I mean, there's only certain types of people that I won't give a fuck if they, handle business. I mean, there's certain types of people I could care less if you do that or not. But, granted, if someone in chat, that baiting stuff is BS and manipulation at its finest. See, that's the other thing, right? Because people bait. Like Boogie, he baits. You know what I mean?
I just read that and I was kind of thinking over that myself.
Sympathy baiting is a thing, right? So that's what I was like. If that is legit, if he truly legit thought that, he's not just trying to like bait people, which I'm not saying he is.
Misdirect or something, yeah. Yeah,
I'm not saying he is. I was like, damn, bro. Like, I almost reached out to him and said, a happy birthday, bro. Like, I hope this shit gets better for you. But then I saw.
You've reached out to him a few times, though, and he hasn't reciprocated.
Exactly. So that's why I was like, you know what? Nah, fuck it. I mean, if he wants to deal with that shit, he'll deal with it on his own the best way he knows how to. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And if he's dealt with it for this long, he can continue dealing with it. And he has a support system where he's at, and they all can figure it out. You notice how all the donuts started pouring in after Ken? Nah, not really.
Yeah, where are these pouring ins?
Yeah, they're not at all. But that's okay. I don't give a shit. I truly don't. Because like I said before, bro, if this fucking thing goes down to the bottom, I don't care. I don't. That's what's up.
We still showed up, so that's the main point. At least we didn't quit. Like
Big
a bunch
facts.
of other people.
Big facts. So anyways, you know what I mean? I'm just going to say this, bro. I'm going to say this. If anyone's dealing with thoughts like that, like legitimately, like make sure you reach out to somebody. They have hotlines for that. You know what I mean? There is help out. Oh, no on bus can after Scooter baited. Yes. Okay. I'm with you. Yes. I got you.
Because I didn't see it, but that makes sense. Yeah.
That does make sense.
So that makes you think it was like a ploy.
Well, see, here's the thing, right? People cry on stream. This is my own thoughts, right? I mean, granted, I suffered from this one time because I cried on stream, right? My last day at Cafe is the only time I've ever cried on stream because that fucked me up. But I think a lot of people cry on stream to drive home the fact of sympathy. Like, because it's kind of like this, right? When people put out like Facebook messages and like Instagram posts, like, you know what I mean? Like, hey, like, like RIP my dog, RIP my cat, RIP something. Or like something happened, like they want to like, or they put out that they graduated, college finally, and it'd been a long road for them.
Big announcements, yeah.
they're doing that to bait a certain type of reaction. It's like they need that validity from other people. Half the fucking time they don't know these fucking people on social media, especially people that just start friending people and accepting friend requests. I've never bought into that.
I don't either, because you don't always get the reaction you're looking for, and then they get mad about that. And that shows that that's exactly what they were looking for, is just someone's validation when that happens.
Yeah, I just don't understand. Why do you need validation from strangers? You know what I mean? Never understood that. Because I
think it has to do with like our technology and our time.
I mean, probably, or they just had such fucked up lives. They have to look to somebody for some type of validation, and then they get it from strangers. That's how I see it, right? That's how I see it. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. But hopefully all is well. So
I see someone said that Yo Mama gave his money from that he earned yesterday to Phantom. That's really sweet.
Oh, that is awesome. Yeah. So, I mean, I'm not going to put his business. I
don't want to put it out there. If it's true, I haven't seen it. I missed a lot yesterday, but that is it's really sweet. Like a community coming together.
Yeah. One thing I'll say about this community is that it's very, very interesting. It's a very interesting community because you have people that you love to shit on, right?
Oh, for sure. The villains.
Then you have people here that like try, and a lot of times they can't get good success no matter how much they try. Like as an example during Christmas, right, when Keem sent everybody over to Alpha to show Phantom love because of how much Phantom does here, you know what I mean? Like he didn't expect that, and that was an awesome moment. That was a great moment for Phantom. I'm very happy for him on that. And he definitely deserves it. He deserves his flowers, because a lot of time he's been here, people say like he called him a snail. He talks him, 0.5 speed and all this other shit. He's gotten better. But you know what I mean? People just shit on him for that. But, if something happens like IRL and it's like truly fucked up and you let people know, like, hey, just so you know, like I may be in a bad headspace or whatever, people come to support people. No matter how much they talk shit, they still come support when it's like a hardcore need.
Big thing. Yeah. Which is it's so nice to see. And it's very refreshing, honestly.
Yeah. So, I mean, at the end of the day, bro, like Phantom, I'm not going to put your business out there, but hopefully it all turns out okay. And that's all I'm going to say.
Agreed.
Real quick, Millie said Phantom did say on Alpha this morning that he got laid off. So nice of him to donate his earnings. Okay. All right. So he put it out there. All right. If he put it out there, then yeah. Okay, cool.
He did.
But yeah, looking good, Ken. Thank you, Millie. I appreciate it. Yeah. So imagine when I first started Cafe, right? Keem wanted me and Beans like dressed up. We had like the jazz music in the background, trying to create a certain like atmosphere and aura when we go over shit. That's literally what he wanted. So every day I'd wear a fucking suit and tie, literally every day.
Oh, okay. That's fancy. Of like a little sophisticated podcast moment.
Yeah. Straight up.
That's awesome.
But, things happen and things change.
Yeah. That's CLCU now. It's okay.
Straight up, bro.
Yeah.
So the whole Iceman shit also happened, right?
Mm-hmm.
What are your thoughts on that? Being a female and interacting with them and all that.
Being a person, I think it's sick. Like, I only had heard about the Butterface stuff, and the more I pop into like main or like announcements, I just keep seeing more of it, and I think it's sick. And I know I heard whispers of it before people like come out. And now it's kind of like once one person does it, it just keeps going and snowballing, which is great because then it's like full exposure. I just think it's sick. I mean, he tried to slide into my DMs, but he's scared, not in a sexual way, which is what I think is hilarious because he's afraid that since my husband is part of the Freemasons, that my husband's going to fuck him up, which is true. I mean, that's part of his job, but I think that's why he didn't come after me so hard sexually.
Okay.
So if it works, it works.
Well, you should read them.
I mean, they're not juicy.
Just read them. Fuck
They're not as juicy as like some of the like Butterface ones. Well, but I can.
You know what?
It does like expose him in a way.
Compared to what we've seen and like what's come out about this dude, it's probably a good thing. Let's just be honest. It's probably a good thing that they're not that juicy.
Like, I'm not trying to get my flowers or nothing, but it does just show part of the pattern of behavior that he was like trying to like be talking to people and stuff.
And let me ask you this. Did he ask you permission to message you? Because that's technically a rule in the Discord. You're supposed to ask. No, he didn't ask permission? Okay.
No. This was shortly after he had popped up on Cash, like one of my first couple days, Mm-hmm. He goes, is that Freemason stuff real? And I'm like, yeah, because it is. He's like, don't know how you could execute that plan. You already said the plan, so it's not possible. I'm engaged. I love God. There's no way. So you're probably just trolling anyways. I was like, how could I be successful if I tell you the plan? He said, you said the plan on cash. You said it's to be sexual in contact privately to relieve yourself of exposing the Freemasonry. You should love Jesus because Jesus can save you from the curse. I said, I have my mission and it will be executed. And that was it.
Nice.
So he knows not to fuck around because he knows what I'm coming from.
Bro, you know what pisses me off? Like, honestly.
He's a goon.
Well, I mean, that goes without saying, Mel. So, RWO1 here, send all your evidence to State Keeman Boogie. Again, like, you can if you want. I'm not going to tell you not to send it because that's none of my business if you send it.
I don't want to be like, I'm a victim because I thoroughly, like, I feel like I handled him. He didn't say anything, like, too bad to me. Other people have had much more worse experiences with him, I feel like.
No, the thing that it shows is that he has a history of messaging women without asking them permission first. Right.
That's fair.
That shows a
like,
history.
What were you saying that your problem is with?
So here's my problem, right? Obviously, I don't know if you're religious. I'm not going to say I'm not going to, ask because that's personal to you. Like, people know I'm religious. I'm Greek Orthodox, right? And that's very personal to me. I don't really talk about it because there's no reason to. But the reason why I'm bringing it up now is, people have said that, he tries to use like religion as a shield. You know what I mean? Like I believe in God. I believe in all these things. Like, that's my shield. I'm a good person. But you're also, behind the scenes hitting up women like unprovoked and asking some for like nude photos and all that, and you and that whole thing. You know what I mean? He had to say, I believe in God, right? Like, well, why are you doing all this stuff?
Find Jesus. I believe in God. He uses a fiance shield too now. That's a very common one.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, so here's a point I'm getting to. People that are religious and don't really put it out there, it gives people like that a bad name because you had the whole CD-ROM thing, right? Are you aware of the CD-ROM thing?
What I know about him is that he was actually made to leave the universe because of a goal, like a goal was met, but he defended PDFs, correct? Or like he was associated with them and then defended them? Well,
so here's the thing, right? I'm gonna give you just a real quick rundown. So he basically he was this doesn't matter, but it came out that he was a virgin, and the reason why he was a virgin is because he was so devout in his faith, right? That's the only reason why I'm bringing that up. He was so devout in his faith. He lived the life how he wanted to live life. He didn't want nobody to judge him, and he was just going to do his own thing. Obviously, people talk shit, and people wanted to throw shit. But again, it's a shit talking universe. But then it came out that one of his close friends, Starman, right? That is what it is. That's his online name. Was basically involved with hitting up underage kids, wanting them to play with them. It was the Roblox community. Like, go figure. But all that came out, and he would defend him, right? And he said that he turned him into his parents, right? He didn't turn him into the police. He was his accountability partner. It's happened multiple times that he knew about. And you know what I mean? He left it up to the parents because he was severely autistic or something like that. I'm like, bro, that's no excuse. And you know what I mean? When I was fired at this point in time, there was, when I was doing my own thing, there was a video that came out that I brought to Keemstar's attention, and he played it on live. Basically, this is CD-ROM, other adults with kids in like a group chat, and this is public on some fucking I don't know. I remember what the channel is so fucking long ago, but he's basically telling the kid, you know what I mean, making like innuendo jokes with the kid. And then the worst one was he told a kid that he would shoot him with like an airsoft rifle if he ever met him in person. The kid was saying, I'm hitting you up in Facebook. Why aren't you responding? Which then shows CD-ROM had kids as friends on his Facebook group. CD-ROM would say shit like, I silence my phone, throw it in the glove box, and I ignore you. But then he started saying if we were in a park, I'd find the biggest branch and discipline you or some shit. I'm generalizing it, right? That's like verbatim. It's a generalized thing. And then he was like, and then the kid was like, well, what if I need help with my computer? He was like, well, I'm gonna do something to you first, and then I'm gonna fix your computer, like if we ever met in person and stuff. It's super fucking weird. But the thing with him, he also hid behind his religion, right? And
they usually do. That's
what annoys me. That's what annoys me. When people get caught up in this bullshit, then they want to say, I'm a religious person. You can't persecute me. You know what I mean? It's very annoying to me as a religious person. It's just fucked up. I hate that shit. But
there's no excuse. There's just none.
No, not at all. And again, that's what gives religious people a bad name, when you have all these fucking people that are negative, try to use that as a crutch and saying, you know what I mean? It's fucked up. I hate it. I fucking hate it.
I don't like that.
So,
Alright, something happier.
yeah, exactly. Hold on. Yeah, let's get into something better on. So, but yeah, anyways, if you're a woman watching this stream, Iceman's been in your messages and all that shit, send it to Steak or Boogie. They're gonna compile all this shit together, and then tomorrow on Lockout Live, they're going to be going through all the evidence, kind of go through there, and then decide if he's going to be here or not. Right? Obviously, Keemstar fired him. A lot of people are calling for him to get banned. You know what I mean? Like it's. I think this is one of those things where Keem wants to get to the bottom of it, right, before making a final decision, because
He doesn't want to be like too unfair, which is fair, but the evidence does seem pretty daunting.
Oh yeah, 100%. It's fucking crazy. Like I ain't got no. There ain't no place for that shit if you ask me. But
Yeah,
by the way,
it's
guys,
not.
if y'all want Mel to write on herself for Valentine's Day, right? She'll write your name based on the dono. If you want to put it on arms, chest, face, or draw a pen 15 on her face, obviously do that. Let's fuck her makeup up, bro. Let's fuck her
My
makeup
makeup
up.
looks so cute today, though.
I mean, not really.
Shut up, you wouldn't know.
I mean, you're right. I don't know. My face is not a canvas, Mel. All right, my face is not a canvas.
Yeah, you're right.
I don't do all
It's
this.
too ugly.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Mel, thoughts on LCL getting 1,202 members for state to go to Fat Camp? It's Trust. What up, bro?
I mean, that's a badass goal, but I have mixed feelings on it because what was the reason he was banned again? Remind me.
It was basically because Keemstar said he didn't want like a schizo dude that could have an episode at Fat Camp. That's the long and short of it.
I mean, a whole different thing. As long as you're like decently, I can't even spit it out. But as long as you're like decently medicated, it's generally okay. He's not one of the people that like threaten violence, though, right?
He did the Boogie.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Now I
But-
don't know then.
But to be fair, Boogie also said that he was going to stomp on his baby. Right, he had a newborn baby. Boogie said there was a lot of back and forth, back and
Right.
forth, right? And then Steak just flip shit and fucking. Which I mean, I get, right? Like if I was a brand new father and I had a baby and some motherfucker threatening the kid, then bro, you on a list. You know what I mean?
Oh,
you're,
yeah.
you're on a fucking list. Oh shit.
I'm poor.
At Winneth Effridge super chatted $20. Whore on face, can't say the right spelling.
All right, write whore on your face. The content stops, so you write whore on your face. You're full screen. Thank you so much, Willie the Fridge. We appreciate it.
You want me to write it like he wrote it or like the correct way?
Dealer's choice.
I'm gonna write it how he wrote it so I can look extra dumb.
You should. Mrs. Fletcher said he needed to work on his mental health and get meds worked out. Fat Camp is less than a month away. Not a place for him, in my opinion. Well, I mean, at the end of the day, bro, like, the fans spoke and they donated 1,202 members for him to go. So that's a pretty hefty price. That's a pretty fucking hefty price to pay for one person to
Yeah.
go to Fat Camp, right?
That was a new record, wasn't it?
It was. Yes, it was.
Dang, yeah.
I remember.
I mean, I feel like that says that the fans want him there. And I do feel like I rarely say that something is justified because somebody else did something, but I feel like in this case it is.
Beautiful. Perfect. Looks good. All right.
So I feel like that's different.
I'll say this, right? So on the first, cafe, marathon stream, trying to save the channel, I think we hit over 1,000 members, if I'm not mistaken. I mean,
Oh, wow.
but yeah, it is what it is. And then we got over $1,000 in donos. It was fucking amazing. The support that day we didn't expect it. We flat out did not expect that, but that's beside the point. Look, even Willie Fridge, blessings, good work, Mel. There you go. Guys, if you want to add to the whore, bro, you know what would be awesome if someone drew a dick, as a part of the O for whore. You gotta draw a dick as a part of that. That'd be funny as
Oh,
shit.
going up.
Yeah. Like one of the O's becomes like a dick. Like you try to draw the fucking, you know what I mean? That'd be hilarious.
No, it wouldn't. I already look dumb.
You think AC Jando Steak is going to go AWOL at Fat Camp? I don't think so. I think
I don't think so either.
Gotta-
He does seem to really want to go. Otherwise, I don't think he would have even allowed the goal to really happen because he seemed pumped about it.
Oh yeah, no, that's facts. Here's the thing. I can't fucking talk. He's not gonna want to scam the fans. I know that. He's not gonna be that type of dude. What's that? Kavala, take a shot every time Ken says cafe. Cafe, 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 cafe. You're drunk now.
I would be dead.
shit.
I'm not a lightweight, but I'm a small person.
I'm poor.
At Geonosian person super chatted $10. Why is Yamama banned from Fat Camp? Right # free my brothers.
Right, free
Why
my
is he banned?
right, free my brothers on your chest. Hashtag. So why is he banned from Fat Camp? I'll be honest with you, I don't know the full answer to that. Obviously, people will have their conclusions why he's banned. But I mean, at the end of the day, people have said that he said a while ago he doesn't want to go anyway. And I think it's one of those things where, like, if I'm banned, bro, I'm gonna make it a point to say that I can go, so that way he can say I'm not coming. I'm banned, obviously, because Keem came up here on Cash the other day and basically said I can't go, right? And I'm sorry that I'm not going because I can't go. Again, my wife is planning a trip, whatever. Y'all know the whole story. We ain't got to keep talking about it. But speaking of your mama, right? There was I want to know your opinion of this because you came in here your third day making comments about cotton fields. I want to know your opinion of this. You know what I mean? Fucking Tina called him a house brother. Right. And a lot of. And so here's the thing, though, right? People are saying, like, what? My birthday, right? During the day of fact. So you must be an Aries. Final chicken. And Ken chose his wife for the LCU. Wow, bro. There's no way in ever fucking hell I would ever choose the LCU over that woman. That woman is like everything to me. I'm going to say that right now. But anyways, another way is beside the point. She called him a house brother, right? And so people are saying that was a very like racist comment. Now, people are equating, right? Because your mama talked about this on Pitt. Back in the day of, like slaves, they had, the house and they had the field, right? Because of the difference of what you would do, right? I don't know how much detail I can really go into, but y'all know what I'm trying to say. And so basically she's trying to equate what that was to say it a PR kind of way, right? And then now it's just sweeping because of she's saying that she's not racist. Mel, do you think that was a racist comment?
Oh yeah, it's kind of like the other side of the coin to my comment. Like you said, the house in the field.
Yeah,
very much so.
Okay, so with your mama said he isn't mad about it. I mean, it's here's the thing, right? He said he wasn't mad about what you said, and he said he's not mad about what Tina said. But this being the LC, this is the court of public opinion. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
People got to realize that. Like, let's just say you made a comment about Greeks, right? And one of the biggest things said about Greeks is that basically we invented homosexuality, and a lot of people said like Spartans that did all that shit back in the day, and they did all that, and that's the thing, right? So if you came at me and said, yeah, well, like Greeks invented homosexuality, and I was like, yeah, cool, fuck it, whatever. If I don't care, the chat could be pissed off.
At Prepared 2 Die BPD super chatted $10. Show the clip.
Which clip are you Which clip are you referring to? Are you referring to what Tina said or what he said about Pitt not being mad about it? So,
I've never heard the Greeks inventing the gay thing, to be honest.
So if we're being honest, right, Greeks are the first people to write about it. That's where it comes from. Because if you go back to all the texts, right, the ancient Greeks were the first one to write about homosexuality, right? So that's why everyone wants to make that statement. And again, I don't give a fuck. I'm proud of my Greek heritage. Y'all can all fuck off. I could care less. But anyways, like, let's just say if you made a comment to me about that and I said, I don't give a fuck, the chat could still be pissed off at you. Greeks also created democracy. Yes, Greeks created a lot. Because of the Greeks, modern civilization has a lot, right? So it is what it is.
Right. Yeah, I still feel like even if he's not mad because he wasn't necessarily mad about my comment either, that doesn't necessarily make it okay. He doesn't speak for every black person. He's just, one of the like 2 or 3 people here that are colored.
I don't know if you should have said it that way. But
what do you mean?
Should have said that are non-white. You can't call people colored. You can't do that.
POC?
What?
POC?
What's POC?
People of color.
I don't think that's okay.
That's literally a term people use is POC.
Anyways, all right, fine. Maybe I'm ignorant. I always say non-white people because they're not white.
It's literally the same thing as POC.
You know what I think about whenever, like during The Office, when they brought collards, like collard greens, and Stanley brought them, right? and
Michael said they're colored greens, and he's like, that makes no sense.
They're not colored greens, guys.
They're colored. Shit. Yeah.
Office was such a great show. But anyways, right, let's move on from this. Be
Yeah.
prepared. Which clip are you referring to? Let me know. Just put it in the fucking chat and I'll see it and I'll pull it up real quick. But yeah, like either way, you know what I mean? Like there's a lot of people here made racist comments and a lot of people here get shit for it and they get dogpiled on it. And no matter what people think, the court of public opinion still fucking hates it. You know, like the whole fucking Discord went through shit before and it was just all fucked up because, you know, freedom of speech arguments versus like offending people, like oh, it's just words. Well, you know, words can still be offensive. And
Yeah, absolutely.
it's like I always say, bro, like if I'm out in public and someone calls my wife a slur and I slap the shit out of them and they call the cops, I think they're the bitch, personally.
They're the bitch, but you're still in trouble for assault.
That's what I'm saying. Like, bro, if you're gonna do that, like if you're gonna do that, come fight me, bro. Like you wanna call my wife something, come fight me. Let's talk. If you beat my ass, you can say whatever you want. You know what I mean? That's just kind of how I feel about it. But
Right.
I hate.
I mean, you're a big dude, so
I just hate the words argument. I really truly do. You know what I mean?
yeah, I think I've heard it said here before, and it's very valid that we do have freedom of speech, but we do not have freedom of consequence from that speech. Be the consequences what they may.
Oh, that's facts. Purple butterflies, real quick. It sucks that Tina thinks she can get a pass because she has a biracial son who said he doesn't identify with being black, that he's all white. Yeah, there was that whole big arc where Albert said that, you know, he's white. They did that on live, I think, for a few days. Whatever. I mean, it was cringe content, but it is what it is. But regardless, right, let's just move on from the whole thing. So last thing I'll say is people can have the right to their opinion, and then, you know, opinions are like assholes. We all got them at the end of the day. So there's really no other like big stories to really talk about in the LCU right now. Is there anything else you want to talk about in the LCU?
Well, this morning on Fire, if you did not watch it before you came here, Lila and Luna shaved their eyebrows and they look beautiful.
Really?
Yeah.
I
They met a goal.
never understood that. Like the whole shaving eyebrows thing, like, yeah, it's funny and all that shit. But, you know, like there's a lot of people, like when I was in high school, a lot of chicks would shave their eyebrows and they'd pencil them in and shit, right? A lot of them did a fucked up job and they'd have like the constant, like, remember how like The Rock back in the day would do the people's eyebrow? A lot of them would have like permanent people's eyebrow. I'm like, what the fuck is happening?
It's a very high fashion look because not only are you giving yourself like more place to put like eyeshadow, but it gives you a very alien-esque look. I know it's a really controversial show now, America's Next Top Model, but she used to like be like, "Oh, you look so alien. I love it." That was like a compliment in the model world, and
Why is it controversial? Why is it controversial now?
Because I guess behind the scenes, it's come out that like Tyra Banks was very rude and very like, I believe she has even been accused of being kind of like racist and manipulative, and
Really?
like it's a reality show, so she was probably not like treating them the best. And you know, it was an early MTV, I think, and VH1 show. You know, they didn't do the best things. So
Yeah, people got to remember, like, back then, like, a lot of that shit, like, it flew. Like, people didn't care. Like, again, like I said, The Office, right? Probably one of the most offensive shows ever. Like, they did a lot of, like, risque humor that's considered now. And that's one of my favorite shows, don't get me wrong. But now that shit wouldn't fly, like, at all. And
no, absolutely not.
they try and do all these fucking reboots, and it just would never work because it's just not The Office. You know what I mean? Like, they did Space Force with fucking, you know, Stephen Carell, and it just,
I never watched that.
it didn't work out at all. And then fucking Oscar did some fucking like a magazine or some type
The
of
paper.
Yeah, and it just didn't work out either. Like, that's the thing. Like, they need to just leave it alone. Just let it be. You know what I mean? But
Be prepared to die. Did you want a chest message? You did not say. Also, Geonosian. Would you also? Oh, I got yours already. I'm sorry.
yeah, put
Making sure.
put George hug box next to the month.
Next
Yeah.
to the mouth. What's a hug box? What?
You know about hug boxes?
Like, I don't understand it though in the form of a picture. It's like where you're in like an echo chamber, right? Where everyone just tells you nice things and it's really
Draw a
sweet
square
to
and just
know.
put hug in it. Just draw a square.
Put it.
Oh
What did we say for putting things on a face though? It's like a 50.
no, that's a 20. Penis is 50.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
Okay, so you said a box with a heart in it.
What? Yeah, I mean, what was it for? Like the chest, I think, because I think we only got like 120 so far. So I think it's probably on the chest. Just put a square and put a hug in it. Right, hugging it. So, but yeah, mouth hugs. Well, there you go. Yeah, put mouth hugs, like right mouth hugs or whatever. But yeah, nah,
Okay.
because your mom was saying that Queens is basically a one massive ass hug box. There's an L in the chat. They were banning L's in the chat. So,
Yes.
you know, yeah. So that's the thing, right? People can say this. I have never banned it. The shit I used to get and probably still get to this day in this chat and comment section and all that, right? I've never banned anybody because I don't care. Like, because I've always said, if you're going to take the day, if you're going to take fucking time out of your day to hate on me, bro, I'm important because time is one of those things you can never get back. You know what I mean? And like, bro, if you feel that much to hate on me, bro, I welcome it. I appreciate it.
I fully agree.
Yeah.
They're hanging out with us. Like, if you want to hang out and bitch at me, that's fine.
There it is, bro. No, it wasn't the one that donated. I was making a joke. Well, she's writing on her anyway. Fuck it. All right. So with Iceman and all this shit happening, bro, let's get into some horrible Valentine stories, or even like creepy things that used to happen for Valentine's Day, right? Because I pulled up some stuff. I was looking because I was like, yeah, this is fucked up for Valentine's Day. What else fucked up happened on Valentine's Day? So
So many things.
BuzzFeed put out an article about Victorian love letters, right? So they put, with Valentine's Day just around the corner, I thought it'd be a good time to share this dark and messed up fact. Love letters used to include hair, or worse. In the Victorian era, people would actually mail their beloved ones like blood-stained notes or even teeth. So have fun thinking about that while you chow down on some overpriced drugstore chocolate this weekend. So yeah, think about that. What if Iceman sent you a letter with some hair in like one of his teeth, like confessing his love for you? What would you do about that?
I would burn that so fast. That's like some dark witchcraft shit.
You think so? Is it cursed?
Yeah.
Would that be
Yeah,
the cursed
100%.
letter?
Cursed. That's like some voodoo, hoodoo. Do not get that away from me. Actually, you know, maybe I wouldn't burn it. Maybe I would reverse it and use it in some like witchcraft stuff to like get rid of him because that's nasty.
Are you a witch? No, you're not.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of witchcraft do you do?
All kinds. A little bit of everything.
What's the worst thing you've done? Not me. I don't know. Like, I'm not saying like to a person, but what's the worst thing you've done as far as witchcraft goes?
Back in Georgia, a bunch of wives accused me of starting COVID, but I didn't. I swear. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. Can you laugh? But they were crazy.
So what'd you do, Miss Witchcraft? What'd you do about it?
I told them that they all had too many kids because I was frustrated, and they were like, yeah. They're like, we're gonna have more kids. I'm like, fine, but stop complaining about them because all they did was complain about them.
So
You know how them wives be, Ken.
oh yeah, trust me, military wives.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, bro. So what you're telling me is when someone insults you, you try to go for the throat when you cut them back down. Is that what you're telling me?
I mean, I was young. That was almost 10 years ago, but that's probably the
Jesus.
worst thing I've been accused of doing. Is
Starting
starting COVID.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I came, bro. All right. So then there was the disappearance of Patricia Mann and Jesse McBain on Valentine's Day in 1971. So basically, they kind of went out. Right, they were doing their thing, and their car was found at a local lovers lane with two coats and some pantyhose. So you already know that they probably found some rock to fuck on, like fucking Glammy did on King's property that time. More than a week after that, their bodies were discovered in a wooded area tied to a tree. They were determined to have died of asphyxiation, with evidence suggests they were violently tortured for several hours. Right. So these
Sounds like
people
a Valentine's Day, all right.
straight up, right? So these people are just out having a great time on Valentine's Day, you know what I mean? And they probably couldn't go anywhere, do you know what I mean? Wham bam. You know what I mean? So they went to the lovers lane. There's a lot of mountainous areas have like a lovers lane, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Normally-
A lot of places do, for sure.
It's like a secluded area, you know what I mean?
You just park and bone in your vehicle.
Exactly. Right. Have you ever done that? You ever been to lovers lane?
Not a lover's lane. It was just a public parking lot.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's you just you gotta make do with what you have.
Where's the worst place? Where's the worst place you think, or the most like fucked up place?
That I've had sex, or is this the most fucked up place to have sex?
No, like you, like let's just say you look back, you're like, yeah, it's kind of fucked up.
I really don't think any have been that bad, besides probably like just a random parking lot. I do have hella tint though. All my vehicles have been 5%, so at least I know no one could see. But yeah, it's probably just like somewhere in the parking lot.
Nice.
Willie says, I think Napoleon told a girl not to bathe for months, and he's correct. When he was like coming home from a war or like some being gone somewhere, he told Josephina, he's like, yeah, I'll be home whenever, don't bathe. I remember that very specifically.
Well, when women don't bathe, right? There's the what's the word I'm looking for? Pheromones.
musk.
Pheromones.
Yeah,
There's
a musk,
pheromones,
yeah.
right? The smell of a woman, right? A lot of dudes don't like it. I love it. I love it, bro.
Have you ever read a book called Perfume?
I don't read.
Oh, we should do a Ken's reading story over time. I'll read to you and educate you. But it's a horror book about a guy who is a French perfumier, and he basically has such an intelligent, like hard smelling nose. He ends up killing a virgin for her scent. It's this really old,
That's fucked up, bro.
ass book. Yeah. And it's like the most like intoxicating, beautiful scent. It's a really cool book though.
Interesting. Well, at the end of the day, I mean, I ain't killing nobody for sense. That's fucked up. That's fucking weird. But yeah, bro.
Yeah, that's kind of
But yeah, bro, like, let's just be honest. Like, look, guys in the chat, y'all know what this is, bro. Put a 1 if you know what I'm about to say. No matter how much a woman bathes, no matter how much like scrubbing and fucking scents and soaps and all that, there's still the scent of a woman that will never leave. But I'm telling you right now, it does something to the brain. It sends signals to the brain. And it's going to be a very happy Valentine's Day.
interesting. Like the stream, guys, with Ken's
telling you.
creepy thing about the way women smell.
I'm just telling
If
you, bro.
enjoy it.
Let me ask, do men have a smell?
Yeah, you're right. I guess they do.
No,
I wouldn't tell them to not bathe, though.
No, I'm not saying don't bathe. I'm saying like no matter how much a woman bathes, the scents, the soaps, the hot waters, the washcloths, like there's still that scent of a woman. You know what I mean? It'll never leave.
Like you said, it's pheromones, but yeah, please bathe. Especially back then in Napoleon's time. Please bathe.
Yeah. Obviously, bathe every day. I'm not saying you shouldn't bathe, but
Yeah.
a woman will never get rid of that smell. And it is the most beautiful thing in this fucking world, bro.
Good
Just
to know, Ken.
happy Valentine's
Oh
Day.
my god.
Right.
I need to clean my ears out. I feel dirty now.
Especially with the big nose I have, bro. Just fucking,
Yeah.
I got to lift it up, get extra airflow. That's what we do. There's so many tricks to being a man. It's hilarious. It's fucking hilarious.
I don't need. What are your man tricks, Ken? Teach me all of them.
No, you're a woman. Why would I do that?
I don't know. Maybe I could just be taught something. Okay, what's the next creepy Valentine's Day thing?
My page fucking flaked out on me, so I'm waiting for it to refresh.
Okay, reload it for me. In case you're new here, we're doing writing on Melina. It is 5, 10, 20, 50. Whatever you got. We'll draw a penis on my face for 50s. While Ken reloads his page.
All right. Well, while that reloads, I got another one ready to go. So here's a woman that said he hired a barbershop quartet, and it was excruciating. That's what she said. Right. So here's the story. I was 17. Look, I was 17 years old. It was my first Valentine's Day with my boyfriend. It was my relationship, and he took me out for a meal at a local pub. Right. I thought flowers and dinner would have been more than enough, but just as we started tucking in our meal, 4 oldish men in red tuxedos, bow ties, and boater hats walked in. I nudged him to look because it was hilarious, and they came to our table. Right. I felt terrified as I realized what was about to happen. They introduced themselves in front of all the other diners. He handed me a teddy bear, blew a little tuning whistle, and started singing. I felt like my face was on fire. I couldn't actually believe it was happening. It was surreal. They sang 3 songs and people were turning, watching, and laughing. The attention was excruciating. It was typical barbershop quartet music. Each of them finished singing a song. Each time they finished singing a song, I'd feel relief, only for them to start up again. It was hard to recover afterwards, and I was definitely in shock for the rest of the dinner. Looking back, I may have been inspired by an episode of Friends where Ross hires a barbershop quartet to sing to Rachel. It was weird because Rachel hates the show, and it was very much framed as a possessive move by Ross. So I have no idea what he thought it was a good idea. I never forgot those red tuxedos. Now, let me ask you this. How embarrassed would you be if that happened to you?
Okay, so maybe I'm the hater here because I would love that. I love like a cappella and music and musicals and stuff, so I would have loved it. That actually happened to somebody in my high school. Her boyfriend had a barbershop quartet come and sing to her, and she did. She looked so embarrassed. So maybe that's just me that I would love it.
Okay. So, so here's the thing. Like, my wife is not a fan of like public display, not public display of affection, right? Because hold hands, kiss on the cheek. Well, obviously we don't like make out because that's fucking weird. Why the hell you gonna make out in public? Like,
Yeah,
fucking,
you're not 12,
I'm a
right?
40-year-old man. But
Yeah.
but like, let's just say, all right, as an example, like when we got engaged, right? It was on a Disney trip, and what I did was her favorite movie is Beauty and the Beast. That's her favorite one. So what I did was I organized like her whole entire family to like come down there. And then we had friends surprise her down there. She didn't know that we're coming. And then I gave the manager, because I had like a special like engraved box with our names on it and the date on it. I had the ring in there, and then I gave it to the manager. They brought it all out with like 2 like great stuff cupcakes. That's what they're known for. And the funny part is, right? Like I love my wife so much. She grabbed the cupcake and didn't even notice the ring. That's the funny part, right? Fucking I love her, bro.
Oh,
So, 'cause she fucking loved it. So I grabbed the box out the ring, you know what I mean? I set it down in front of her. She read it. She looked up at me, and I did my little speech, and it was full. It was full of fucking people. She hated that shit. And then I got down on one knee and like, proposed to her. Right, that's how I
that
did
sounds
it.
so
And it
cool.
was
Willie, donate for a 50 on my face. Do it, pussy.
Yeah, Willie ain't got $50 to draw a dick on your face. You already got the circle, right? That's the funny part. It's already there. But anyways, that's how I proposed to her.
That's so freaking sweet, and it sounds so memorable and just romantic.
Yeah, well, she brings out a side of me no one ever has. That's the crazy part, right? Lily Friends with a 5, W Ken for a great proposal. Thank you so much, bro. So you got write W Ken on your arm. Just write W Ken on it.
You know that.
So and it was right. So there's like a statue of Beauty of the Beast and fucking what's her name? Belle. I forgot.
Yeah.
Belle.
Belle.
It's the one where they're dancing and it's spinning around. I did it underneath that statue. So that's where I did it. But
Oh, that's how you know that they have like the one when they bring out that like softness to you.
But see, here's the thing. She hated it, right? She hated it because everyone like started clapping and she got so beat red, right? Obviously she wasn't like mad. She was just embarrassed, right? Because she doesn't like massive displays like that. That's just not her thing. But yeah, so anyways.
Like she'll never forget though.
Yo, your hair is growing fast as fuck. I just realized that. Yeah, bro. Like, well, see, up here, you can kind of see, like, where I'm balding, right? You can kind of see where it's not really growing in. But, like, around here, it is growing. So, hey, my hair's starting to grow back again. At least it ain't gone. But yeah, man.
At least it's not gone.
So, but you would be a woman that would appreciate something grandiose like that. Would you appreciate that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Because stuff like that takes planning and time, and like you know her very well, so it's very like catered and specific to her. And that stuff like that is very sweet, and it's not something like you see very often these days.
Mm-hmm. You know what's funny as shit about that story?
Hmm.
I took her there the day before also because I wanted to like scat it out, know exactly where I'm doing it, right? And so she told me she thought that I was going to propose that day. So she got all dolled up and shit, and like she told me this after the fact. She was like, I was so pissed off because she was like, I swear it was coming. Like, I swear you were going to propose to me there, but you didn't. And she's like, I felt some type of way. I was like, well, I had to scope it out. Like, I had to know, like, you know what I mean, where I wanted to do it
The
at.
scene.
Yeah, I want to make sure.
Layout,
I want to make sure it was perfect. You know what I mean? So, funny little story.
I've heard moments like that where you're like, oh, is he going to propose or did he just tell me to dress nice? Is he going to propose or did he take me to get my nails done? Like,
Yeah.
the silly things like that.
No, like, here's the thing about me. If I go all out. I don't do small little shit. Like, I'm going in. Like,
I love that.
Like, bro, at our fucking wedding, right? When we were doing like the final like walkthrough and all this shit to like make sure everything was right and all that, bro. Literally, the lady said, we have somebody that'll do like a horse and carriage ride to bring her up, and she looked at me with she had that look in her eye, and I was like, fuck my life, how much is it? And she told me. I was like, all right, give me the information so I can fucking get this dude and fucking, you know what I mean? Like, here's it.
You were just like, Tap, tap, tap. Here's the card. Tap, tap, tap.
Basically, right? And I mean, it was a cool fucking experience. You know, she's happy, right? As long as she's happy, I'm happy. Because I don't care. I'm a guy. I don't care about shit.
It's beautiful.
You know what I mean?
Some guys do. Some guys like care to not care. You know.
Yeah. But anyways,
That's beautiful.
Here goes another one, right? Here goes another story. Yeah, so basically, Willie Frisch said he's not going to donate 50 to us. I appreciate you, Willie. Thank you so much. So I woke up next to my Valentine's date. She said her husband was on his way home, right? So this, you know what I mean? It's a story.
Oh.
I gone to meet a girl for Valentine's dinner, but there were red flags early on. When I went for a cigarette, she said, it better not be drugs. Then she started talking about her husband, which surprised me as I thought she was single. I was very unsure, but we ended up going back to hers anyway, right? So she was talking about the husband. He knew it, and he still went with it, right?
Okay.
She had awkward energy when we got back, so I helped us both to a bottle of red wine from the fridge. When I opened it, the contacts were flying everywhere, including all of her very over her very white sofa. Willie the Fridge with the 10 gifted. Thank you so much, bro. Let's get this shit going.
Thanks, Willie.
Appreciate you, Willie.
Scooter's mom and she's smelling awful. Put that big thing in my blue waffle. I'm at Scooter's mom and she's smelling awful. Awful, 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 awful,
We appreciate you. Thank you so much, Willie the Fridge, for those 10 gifted. Guys, if you got a gifted membership, please tell Willie thank you. We greatly appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much for that shit, bro. Thank you so much for that shit. All right, so back to the story. She had awkward energy when we all right. She went absolutely ballistic, screaming, shouting, and demanding I buy her a new sofa. Weirdly, we ended up having sex anyway, and I stayed over, but I woke up to the news that her husband was coming home and wasn't pleased about the sofa. I was freaking out, so I chucked what money I had on the kitchen table and legged it. They're probably both fuming, but thankfully I got out before he got back, so I'll never know. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
That sounds like a scam to just buy her a new sofa.
Oh, straight up, bro. Like, you got red wine all over my new fucking shit. My husband's going to be pissed. We're going to go fuck real quick, and then you're going to buy me a new sofa. Like, that's fucking wild, bro. That is wild.
That sounds like a scam.
Especially for Valentine's Day. Like I'll say this, right? I'm not trying to, like, judge lifestyles or any of that shit, but, bro, Valentine's Day with somebody else. Like, that's fucked up. That is so fucked up, bro. I don't even know.
That's a little fucked.
I don't even know. You would never do that, would you?
No.
All right, good.
Not holidays like that. Absolutely not.
Yeah, that's crazy. I couldn't do it. All right. The stage set a coup to help me escape. This is interesting. I went on a first date to a bar on Valentine's Day, and this guy was just awful. I wonder if it was Iceman. He kept answering his phone instead of talking to me. Apparently, he had clients in the U.S. and a business deal to sort out in L.A. That sounds very Iceman-esque. What do you think?
Yeah, like I'm so important, and I got all this fun stuff going on in L.A.
Yeah, I know, right? Fucking, yeah, that dude. His massive watch gave me the ick too. Massive watch. It wasn't going well, but he tried to be flattering. At one point, he said, "It's cheesy to meet on Valentine's Day, but could also be a cute story to tell people how we met." Do you buy into that shit?
No.
100%
no.
Real quick, Melly, look at the announcement. Is that real? It looks kind of Photoshopped. Let's look at the announcements. By the way, thank you, Locale Reapers, for the redirect. We greatly appreciate you. Fat Camp, we're on the highway. Fat Camp 2. I mean, so here's the thing, right? This is what I'll say. It could be real, right? Because he could probably have, because honestly, like, a billboard is really not that much money if you think about it. Like, because you think it's something crazy, but it's really not. You know what I mean?
In short term, yeah.
Yeah. So
I think what's more important to that is that there was dates on there that we hadn't had definitive dates yet.
No, there are definitive dates, actually.
Was there? I didn't think they'd been announced yet.
Fucking, my phone, fucking alarm goes off. Someone said there's a Becky reference. What is the Becky reference? Let me fucking.
Did we miss that?
There's no Becky reference. I don't fucking know. By the way, March 31st, that's my, so the last day of Fat Camp's actually like my birthday. That's funny as shit, actually. I like that shit. Also, there's also another announcement I'm going to get to real quick. So apparently the social credit system was an absolute failure because Keem said the most entertaining hosts kept losing points because they were trying to be entertaining and the most boring hosts were like at the top. So, I'm just saying.
We're not good at that.
Yeah, we're definitely not good at that. Guys, by the way, if you're recently in here, if y'all want to draw on Mel's $5 donation, tell her what you wanted to put on her body. $10 for the chest, $20 for the face. And if you want to see a pin 15 on her forehead, drop a 50. She already has HOOR on her fucking forehead. So part of the canvas, as she likes to call it, set, right, for the fucking pin 15. That's all I'm saying.
It is a canvas. That's why they call them makeup artists.
It's not oh my God. I refuse to call a part of my body a canvas. I'm not doing that.
You're a man who doesn't do makeup, so you wouldn't. But the
Bitch,
makeup
my
artist
body's a
uses the
canvas.
face.
Come
Like,
draw on me.
canvas.
Bitch, my body's a canvas. Come draw on me.
You said you wouldn't do makeup, Ken. Otherwise, we would.
Fuck no, I'm not doing that shit. You know what's funny, though? You know what is a canvas, Mel? You know what is a canvas?
What?
Warmth. Oh, my God, is that a canvas?
Stop it. No, they don't want to hear
man.
you say these weird words.
Warmth is a fucking canvas.
I'm
Yes,
going
it
to have
is.
to clean my ears out after
I don't
this,
give a
Ken.
fuck. Because I draw all kinds of craziness on that motherfucker.
Oh.
You want to see a canvas? I'll show you a fucking canvas.
No.
Anyways.
Just stop.
Come on, Mel. You got this. You got this.
No,
You're
I'm cool.
going
It's
to
fine.
be okay. You're going to be okay.
It's fine. Keep going.
Look,
Read me another story.
hey, we're all adults here, right? That's all I'm saying. See, Evan
Yeah,
in the
clearly.
chat. Evan in the chat, dude, stop. See, when you tell me to stop, I want to keep going. I really want to keep going. Can with all the
Yeah, I know
Iceman
you do.
shit, can we just not? Fine. I won't.
You're not being sensitive to the timing of the Iceman stuff. Thank you.
I didn't even think about it. I truly didn't even think about it, if I'm being completely honest with you. Because it's something I do.
Ken, have you ever had like a really bad Valentine's Day?
Honestly, no. Because I really haven't celebrated that many. Believe it or not.
You're like ancient. How have you not celebrated that many?
Well, so my last 13 years with my wife, obviously, right? We've celebrated. But like before that, not really. Not really. I mean, I may have celebrated like 2, maybe. Well, here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. My high school sweetheart passed away February 11th, 2006, right? And that was right around Valentine's Day. And you know what I mean? We were talking about possibly getting back together, right? When she died.
Yeah.
She died of a brain aneurysm in her sleep, right? It was just one of those things. And so I cut off my heart a lot back then because I didn't want to deal with that again. It was bad for me. Like it was
No, that's
not
a
trying to
horrible thing. I'm so sorry.
not trying to get weird. We were like each other's first and like all that. And she was awesome. Her name was Jen, right? She awesome girl, bro. And regardless though, right, because of that, I didn't want to do relationships anymore because I didn't want to put myself through that again because it really fucked me up. And
That sounds
matter of
intense.
fact,
Yeah, I don't blame you.
6 months later, I joined the army, and then the rest is history. But anyways, yeah, because of that, I really never had like a lot of like relationships. So
that can mess with a person.
yeah,
losing someone
100%.
like that.
You know what I mean? So that's why I never really had. Have you had any bad Valentine's days?
I don't necessarily think bad. I can't even think of any that were like super memorable, to be honest. It's such a commercialized holiday, but yeah, nothing like crazy. Like some of the stories that you read about online.
Oh, yeah,
Because
it's
I've never
crazy.
really cared about them in the terms of like the gifts and like let's go do something special. Because I'm the person who, when I go out in public and it's very crowded and very just like full of people, I'm like, no, I can't do this right now. Like, let's just go home.
What is the worst date experience you've ever had? The worst. Like what is one time you went out on a date and you were like, fuck my life, I just wasted my time.
Honestly, it's like, I had one where it was attached. I had to think about it. You know, when you get put on the spot for a question and you're like, your whole brain goes blank.
Been there, done that, yeah.
So I had one where it was a tattoo artist, and maybe that was my mistake because since I actually know a good amount of things about, like, I don't tattoo, but I know a good amount about like what a good tattoo should be. And he was not a good tattoo artist. Like, he seemed okay as a person, but I didn't realize he had such a fragile ego. So when I started telling him that I did not enjoy his actual tattooing,
Oh yeah, but you can't do that.
that was my mistake.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, you.
I was like, oh, you should work on this instead. He's like, I've been doing this for like longer than you've been alive, and then I should have just left at that point.
Bro, if that'd be like if a bitch insulted me for my cooking. Like, bro, I know I'm a good cook. Don't fucking insult my cooking. Yeah, that's the thing,
But this
right?
guy was actually not a good tattoo artist, and I've
Oh,
had that confirmed in multiple places. So
There you
I,
go.
I wasn't even being mean about it. I was actually being nice.
Appreciate it, Egg Picker. Thank you. Fucking, I know a lot of attack that women do whenever they break up with a dude. Immediately, oh, he got a little dick. You know what I mean? Like, why is that?
Oh yeah.
Why is that?
Because it hurts the ego for sure, and it's something that you can't just be like, or most people can't just be like, let me just whip it out, you know.
Yeah. Well, the problem is, right?
But some guys will though. So
Some people, you know what I mean, are growers and not showers. I'm just saying.
it's the same thing as a guy being like, oh, she's a whore, I didn't want her.
Yeah.
It's the equivalent.
Yeah, it's fair. I get you that. All right. So let's get back into this, right? So when I first day on Valentine, the guy was just awful. He kept answering his phone because we got new viewers in here. I'm going to start it over real quick. Basically, what we're doing is with the Iceman shit coming out during Valentine's Day, I looked up like Valentine's horror stories because Iceman basically ruined the LCU Valentine's Day because of all this weird shit, right? And it's just all fucked up. So went on a first date at a bar on Valentine's Day. The guy was awful. He kept answering his phone saying he had clients in the U.S. and he had a business deal in L.A., which I think he was just saying that should be a big shot. I would be pissed off if I took that chick out on a date. She's on her phone the entire time. That would royally piss me off, but that's beside the
Yeah,
point.
that's rude.
And then it wasn't going well, but he kept trying to be flattering. He even said at one point, it's cheesy to meet on Valentine's Day, but it could be a cute story to tell people how we met. That's where we left off before we went out on a tangent. So here we go. There were 3 young waiters at the bar, and when my date went for yet another phone call, one of them said, we all think you're too good for him. We decided we'd have to do something if he left the table again. After the third phone call, I told the waiters I was done with this shit. One of them stood near the terrible date to check if he wasn't coming back. Then the other 2 discreetly snuck me out of the restaurant via side door like a celebrity trying to avoid the photographers. So this motherfucker was so bad, right? So fucking bad. Waiters and waitresses had to help this bitch out of the restaurant.
I love that.
Is that cute, Mel? Is that cute to you?
It's cute because like you rarely see people intervening for the good of somebody else in public. Usually people just like mind their own business a lot these days,
Oh, yeah.
especially when it comes to like helping, like actually physically doing something. So it's cute and it's like sweet.
Yeah, that's fair. Have you ever been in a situation where you had waiters and waitresses to get you out?
No.
So you've never been stuck in a fucked up situation, right? That you like, I gotta get the fuck out of here.
No, at least not to the point where I couldn't remove myself. Thankfully, I've been lucky in that aspect. But I feel like I want to believe that if I did, I would have enough wherewithal, fingers crossed, that I could remove myself. But I think that that's sweet that they noticed something and were like, you know, we're going to just fix this for you because that's fucked. I like that a lot. People coming together to genuinely help somebody. It's sweet, you know? We need more of that.
Yeah, no, that's facts. And I notice like a lot of times too, whenever there's like a bad date, like a bad experience, some people will be like, hey, I need to make a phone call, and they'll just never come back. Or, hey, I need to go to the bathroom, just never come back. Have you ever done that?
I have not.
Really?
I don't think I could do that because I would just be like, yeah, this isn't working. Like, I think I just need to go. But
Let me ask you this. Have you ever been embarrassed or felt awkward in a situation? Because you come across like you never have.
no,
Really?
honestly, like if I have, I'm usually gonna like put it out there. Like I'm feeling like weird. I'm feeling this. I'm feeling that. I'm usually one to like blurt those things out.
Or you'll
Because
just
part
tell
of-
a motherfucker.
Yeah, part of my tism is I'm gonna spit those things out, whether it's appropriate or not. And
Okay.
it sometimes it backfires, sometimes it has worked for me. So I'm not one to like kind of hold that back.
Have you ever told somebody that?
Yeah.
What was the most fucked up situation?
I mean, I can't even think of one that's most fucked up because I don't perceive these things as being messed up because that's just like not how my brain perceives them.
Which
I
you-
perceive it as I'm doing you a service because I'm being straightforward with you about the feelings or like the way I'm perceiving it.
Really?
Yeah.
You
Isn't
think-
that weird?
You think Booster's kind of like that too? Because Booster will do
Yeah.
that shit. So you
That's
and,
exactly it.
so you're telling me right now you and Booster have a similarity.
Yeah, very much so. It's very. It's not an
Jesus.
excuse. It's just me. The way I explain it is the way that we perceive how humans interact is different than the way like neurotypical people generally perceive the way humans interact.
Interesting.
I didn't find out that I was on the spectrum until like early this year, late last year, and all of my scores were so fucking high. I'm like, oh, that makes sense.
Interesting.
It was crazy.
You know what's
They're like,
fucked up?
yeah, go ahead.
Oh, my bad. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Continue.
I was just gonna say they were like giving me examples of like things that I do that put me there, and I was like, oh my god, like just kind of explaining stuff to me some more, and I'm like, yeah, that's me because girls display it in different ways than boys do,
Okay.
and that's sometimes why it's missed like a lot for women because a lot of the traits that women express are usually mistaken for just female personality. And I'm like, yeah,
Like you're just being a
that
bitch.
makes sense.
Like you're just being a bitch.
Not necessarily being a bitch, but like the term resting bitch face is generally used, and it turns out that it's kind of like a lot of the time someone will be like, oh, you have resting bitch face when I'm literally just sitting there existing. It's an interesting thing. I'm not even kidding.
That's funny, actually. You know what's real fucked up too? So they wanted to test me for ADD when I was 18 years old, right before I graduated high school. Right.
Why did they say?
I don't fucking remember. Right. I'd have to ask my mom or talk to her. I'd figure it out. But anyways, they did all these tests and they were inconclusive. Then they gave me one more test and they're like, this is the last test we're going to give you and we're going to know. I said, okay. They said, all right, we're going to give you 6 words, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to say those words back to you and you need to tell me the order of the words that was there. I got the first 3 right. And then the 4th one was wrong. Then they said, you have ADD. I'm like, the fuck? And then they wanted to say that I didn't have the H part for hyper because I wasn't hyper. They said, you're the complete opposite. Like, you're so chill, right? You just don't pay attention. And I'm like, well, I get bored. Right. And this is what I told him. I was like, I have like this internal radio in my brain of like songs that I've memorized, like the beats and the words to. And if I'm in like a boring situation, I'll turn on my internal radio and I'll just listen to music in my head.
I like that.
And they're
That's
like,
a good
okay.
explanation.
You know what I mean? So I was like, yeah, like, they're like, well, why are you bored? I'm like, because like, mainly it was like in math class. I'm like, because I know how to do all this shit. Like I pick numbers up real quick. With like language arts or English, I don't care enough to really pay attention. Social studies, I didn't care enough. And then science, I really didn't care enough. I just, I mean, it is what it is. Pauly D, you both look like a trailer park version of Triple H and Stephanie McMahon. That's hilarious, actually.
That's a deep cut, dude.
That is a deep cut.
I haven't thought about WWE so much in my life since like middle school, but since I came here, it's like all I think about now.
Right. You should write trailer park on your arm.
Oh my god, on it.
It's right, trailer park. But yeah, man, it's one of those things, dude. It's just fucking mental health doesn't exist here. You're right, Perry. It really doesn't.
I know, not at all. It's fun to explain it to you sometimes, and like the way that my brain works, because yours works so differently.
Yeah. Like I'm just because I'm a very patient person. Like I know I'm a very patient person, but
You
like,
are, and I appreciate that.
but I have ways of like dealing with things to make me a patient person. I've dealt with a lot to make me patient, So
Yeah, patience is definitely learned, and I think that that's something either you're born with or you have to learn and like keep practicing at it.
Oh, yeah.
Because I only learned patience, I want to say like in my early 20s, and it's something I've worked at because I used to have a hella short fuse.
yeah. Anyways,
So
yeah.
I agree with that.
All right. So here we go. I flew overseas to get away from my boyfriend, then he followed me. That just sounds fucked up to begin with. All right. Like, what are we doing?
That's a horror story right there. Yeah.
Oh, straight up, bro. All right. I booked the romantic Valentine's getaway to Jersey with my boyfriend. But after a final massive row, I decided our relationship was doomed. I canceled his flight and went on the trip alone. So basically, it was all fucked up. She still wanted to do the trip, get away, whatever, right? I mean, it is what it is. Women do that, men do that too, right? I mean, it is what it is.
I would too.
When I arrived, I had another problem fending off the advances of persistent medical sales rep at the hotel bar. He was so relentless that on the second evening, I ate dinner in my room to escape him. So we got some weird cuck fucking, trying to do the sales pitch, probably trying to get into some pants, right? He was needing some warmth, and he saw a woman he wanted to get some warmth from, but, she's like, no, motherfucker, you're going to have a cold night. You know
I'm
what I
gonna
mean?
start banning words for you.
What?
I'm gonna start having a banned list for Ken of words he can't say.
Ban list? Well, what am I
Yes.
going to do if I say the word?
I don't know. Anyways, continue.
You know what's funny? You've never done ban words challenge. You've never done it. A lot of people should. That is actually really fun. But anyways, the next day on actual Valentine's Day, I was determined to salvage what was left of my romantic getaway. So I went on a solo trip to the zoo. That evening, a sympathetic couple took pity on me, and I ended up having my romantic meal with total strangers. All right. So guys, this woman went to the zoo by herself, right? And normally, like, you good?
Yeah. I was just, my dogs were, there's birds in the backyard.
Oh, I didn't know if you had to go handle something. But yeah, so this woman, right? She went to the zoo to check out some animals. Oh shit, Ozzy Live, welcome to Cash Cow. We appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much.
Happy Valentine's Day, Ozzy.
Straight up, yeah. Happy Valentine's Day to everybody in chat, y'all. Happy Valentine's Day. Hopefully it's beautiful. Me and my wife normally don't celebrate on Valentine's Day. We always do it the day after, just because of like crowds and dumb shit and all that. It's just,
Heck yeah.
yeah. I got reservations to a restaurant, and it's gonna be the whole thing. So, but anyways, yeah. So this woman went to the zoo, check out cute animals, cute reptiles,
Doing her own thing, minding her own
birds.
business.
and she met an elderly couple. That's what it looks like. Went to a sympathetic couple. I'm sorry. So it was a sympathetic couple, and then they had a nice little three-way dinner, right? Because they felt bad for her, right? So let's continue this fucked up story. I had been avoiding my soon-to-be ex's phone calls and messages and instructed the hotel not to connect him to my room. Then I received a tip-off that he decided to follow me and was getting a flight out, right? So we got Stalker Man fucking getting flights out to go meet up with this chick.
Persistence.
That's weird, bro. So
Is it weird or is it persistent? We
Well,
had
see-
that talk the other day too. Like, when does it get weird?
well, see, so yeah, flirting versus harassment, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think we're past the point of flirting, because I guess in his brain. So here's the guy's point of view. He's like, like I fucked up. It's been stupid. Maybe if I show up, right, and just do something dumbass nice
Effort.
for her, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You guys talking about probably be really talking about Iceman. No, we're just talking. Here's the theme of today's episode. I looked up some fucked up Valentine's Day stories because Iceman ruined Valentine's Day in the LCU. So we're listening to some horror stories that people have put out about Valentine's Day. That's what we're doing today. So in my brain, like, I would never do this, but if I were to do this, I'm like, look, maybe I can go salvage this thing, right? Because maybe I fucked up. Maybe I can, be accountable, do something as grandiose as shit. Because I would think maybe she went on this romantic weekend. You know what I mean? Maybe I could still do the plans that we had, right? That's what I would think. Now, would I ever do this? No. But from a guy's perspective, I could kind of see that, right? Now, you being the woman, if that happened to you, would you be pissed off if the guy just showed up randomly?
I don't know. I think it would have to be that, like, objective subjective thing. Like, what way does he pop up? Like, yeah, she told the hotel not to connect him, but how do I feel about this person? Like, would I feel unsafe if he showed up? She's still writing about him. She said my boyfriend, right? She didn't say, like, they broke up. She didn't say, like...
My soon-to-be exes. That's what she said.
I don't know. That's a hard one then. Because, like, it's just a hard one.
So you know what's crazy? There's somebody in chat, DJ Egg Picker. He has a very interesting relationship, but he actually brings up a good fact here. He said every Hollywood film shows the chasing the girl, but in IRL it's creepy. So that's actually a good point.
They show movies where, like, I have to get on this flight and go show up in person, tell her how I feel. That's why I'm saying, like, it's interesting. Like, how much effort do you want? How much is creepy? Where's the line? Like, what is the context? Because women say they want that, and books, they want that too.
Yeah.
I fully agree.
You know what I should do? You just gave me a great idea. I'm going to buy just some sappy-ass romance novel. I'm going to start reading it on Cash. And like my creepy
Make
ass,
sure
and
it's
like,
not like erotic, but
oh
yeah.
no, it's gonna be all the way, all the fucking way. It's gonna be weird as shit. I'm just gonna read it my creepy ass. I'm gonna ruin the book for women. I'm gonna buy 50 Shades of Grey, and I'm gonna read that motherfucker in the creepiest, disgusting voice I could muster up.
I think I'm gonna be sick that day. You'll be here by yourself.
Reading with Ken. Leslie reads some 50 Shades of Grey.
Yeah, I'll be sick that day, guys. Don't worry.
That's the funny part, right? Like that's the power of the deep voice. I can be super, super like, like cool and edgy with it, but then I can also be like super, super like creepy and weird with it. That's the power of the deep voice.
That book is just creepy. That's why.
Lunchbox said, "Don't do it, bro. You'll want to end your Minecraft account."
Yeah, agreed.
When is the creepy Ken arc gonna end? It's never gonna end. I'm kidding. Actually, I'm kidding. I would honestly never do that. I'm just being honest. Like, that would.
So what happens when he shows up and meets her? Is he creepy or does she take him back?
All right. So I flew back immediately and got a call from him when I was home saying he was at the hotel. He seemed taken aback that I was gone, and then that's the end of the story. So basically, that's it. I know, she left us on a cliffhanger, bro.
What do we think happens? Does he go back home also to follow her and is like, what the fuck?
Well, it's one of those things, right? Where he gets there, she flies back home. The fucked up part is I'm pretty sure like he knows where she lives and all of that. Now we're going to get like a Jeepers Creepers vibe or like the Hitcher vibe. Have you ever seen the Hitcher from the 80s? You ever seen that movie?
Mm-mm. I love Jeepers Creepers though.
So the Hitcher is basically it's a movie where they pick up this hitchhiker and he ends up being psycho as shit and they try to help him out. And then he ends up just like going on like a murdering spree because he's like fucking weird in the head. Almost like the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Like
I was just going to relate it to that because
I mean?
You said they pick him up. Yeah.
Or like, what's the other one? Fucking House of a Thousand Corpses. Kind of like the same thing. Have you ever seen?
That's a good ass movie too.
I love it.
Okay.
I love Rob Zombie films. They're fucking great. They are great.
They are. They're
some are
so
duds.
Twisted.
Some are duds, but some are great.
They can't all be winners.
They remade The Hitcher. I didn't know that. I need to watch that remake. Hitcher is a phenomenal movie.
Yeah, maybe I'll have to watch that one. We went and saw a new movie called Send Help, and we were severely disappointed.
Send Help?
Yeah, we thought it was gonna be like way more scary, way more like gore, like physical scary, and it was a disappointment.
Yeah. So Magic Tech said, by the way, can you body slam Billy the Fridge like Hulk Hogan did Andre the Giant? Probably not, bro. Probably not. And then he said,
some leverage.
Probably. I can figure it out. And then Magic said the only good one he did was Devil's Rejects. So this is what I'll say. There was House of a Thousand Corpses, which I love that movie. Devil's Rejects. I think the scene when they're like in the house and like the cop is like torturing the three people, I think that could have been done a lot better. I think they really dropped the ball on that scene alone because they built up to this fucking scene where he gets his revenge for his brother and he did some stuff, but it was just too short. For a Rob Zombie film, it was just too short. And then they had the trilogy, right, where like the weird uncle, he also played in that movie. He did 31. He was a killer, and 31's a fucked up movie, by the way. He played the killer in 31, right? He played the uncle that got him out of prison. That was not good at all. He should have just left it alone. But the third one should have focused on jail. Exactly. Yes. Thank you. Yeah. The third one was very disappointing. I forget the name of it, but yeah. But yeah, guys, if y'all have, so 31, bro, is a fucked up movie. It's these people that they kidnap to put like in this gauntlet where they have to like survive. And you haven't seen 31, watch 31. They put them in a gauntlet where they had to survive. And let's just say there's a little dude, right? He's like 3 foot or 4 foot something. He's like an actor, right? Little person, I think is what they're called now. Because there's like derogatory terms I don't want to say. I think little people is like the one. But anyways,
I think that's okay.
He legit looks like 1940s German leader. He's literally dressed as that. And he's like running around killing people. It's fucked up. 3 from Hell. Thank you, Evan. Yeah, 3 from Hell.
Yes.
But yeah, so anyways, yeah. So the Michael Myers movies, I actually enjoyed the Michael Myers movies.
Yeah, those are okay.
They were good. Now, the new trilogy that they put out, interesting. Now, they ended up putting his ass in the wood chipper in the very last one. But that was whole sick. It was supposed to pick up after Halloween, I think, 2. And then just kind of go from there. Yeah.
They've all been done so much. But this is completely almost a left turn. But the Monsters remake was peak. I actually agree with them. Like, I thought it was really good.
What now?
The Monsters remake that they did, I think, on
I never
Netflix.
watched it. I never watched it.
No, it's not scary, obviously, but it was actually really good.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
But then, like, what is it? I spit on your grave. That's some fucked up shit.
I need to check that out.
Yeah, be careful. It's definitely a little triggering, but it's good. Like they did a very good job.
There's a lot of shit that I like. The only thing that I would really find triggering is like an R-word scene because what's the point? And then like
That's
and
exactly it. Actually, you just hit it
Oh,
on the
really?
head. Yeah,
and then like an animal abuse scene. I'm
and I don't think they have that, but they have the first one. But that's kind of like the whole arc of the movie. But they do it very well.
so it's detailed. That's weird, bro. Like so
Well,
there-
not the scene is detailed, but they do the movie very well.
Oh, got it. Because there's some where it's like implied, and I'm like, okay, like if you're implying it to tell the story, fine. But
No.
when they're like dragging it out, I'm like, bro, why? This is fucked up.
No,
one wants to
they,
see
like,
this shit.
torture her.
Yeah. The point is to trigger, obviously. Yeah, I get that. I just
Yeah.
don't want to see that, bro.
But she fucks him up afterwards. That's why it's good. It just they make you feel so bad for her, and then she fucks him up.
Kind of like the girl with the dragon tattoo, something like that, right?
I know that the premise of that movie is revenge, so I can say yes, but I have never seen it, and I tried to read the book, but I just couldn't.
I got you.
So
Serbian film is probably the worst official movie I've seen, bro. Yeah, there's a lot of like bad ones. Ed Wood, I love Ed Wood films. They're very interesting.
I don't think I've ever seen one.
You've never heard Ed Wood? All right, so Johnny Depp did like a biopic movie of Ed Wood, and Ed Wood is a dude who didn't have a lot of money, right? And he was the guy because what's his name? Bela Lugosi. He did the original Dracula in 1931, right? 1931. Bela Lugosi ended up in a like addicted to drugs and like heroin and shit, and he like lost everything. So Ed Wood picked him up and started making all these films with him. You know what I mean? Because he was a notable name. But Ed Wood did a film. It's actually called Glenn or Glinda, right? And it's about because Ed Wood was a cross-dresser. He liked wearing women's clothing, and it actually talks about the psychology of this back in the 50s, right? And the term, I can't say the term back then because of back then, because it's very offensive. But that was what was accepted back then, right? And it's just interesting hearing the psychology of what scientists thought about that, because they had like a real like psychiatrist in that film talking about it. And then the other one he did was Plan 9 from Outer Space, which was dubbed the worst film in cinematic history. Plan 9 from Outer Space. It's wild. It's just so fucked up. Like not like
Agreed.
not like weird shit happening, but just it's fucked up. That's all I'm saying. There's no
Interesting.
Purple Butterflies. What up with ALR's neck? I missed it. The back of her neck was like a pack of hot dogs. I'm kidding.
No, I heard it was dirty. I didn't see it, but that's what I heard.
So on Bus yesterday, they were basically saying that it was supposed to be a troll, that she put like makeup on and like weird shit, trying to make it look weird, and then she showed the back of her neck and all that.
Gotcha.
Then she
Yeah,
showed,
back of her neck was brown.
yeah, it was.
Oh my god.
And then
Ew.
and then she showed it yesterday, and evidently it was red. I don't fucking know. Who cares at the end of the day,
All
bro?
these goofy colors. You want to reread? You want to give them a reminder for the menu?
Yeah, guys, if y'all want to embarrass the living shit out of her because she tried to embarrass the living shit out of me yesterday, making me dress up in a Ken doll outfit, fuck that. I'm making her write words on her arms, her chest, her face, and then if you want to get real spicy, she'll draw a pin 15 on her forehead. So if y'all want to do that, do it. By the way, Willie the Fridge, thank you earlier for the 10 gift. We definitely appreciate you. And then Ozzy with the cash cow, thank you so much on that one. But yeah, dude. She tried to put me in this fucking outfit that was just fucking god awful and all that shit. And thankfully, the cash audience did not reach that goal, which I greatly appreciate you guys. You didn't want to see me in that shit. So I'm making her write shit on herself at Valentine's Day. But anyways, enough of that. Let's get back to this other one. He got my name tattooed on his chest. Now, we've all heard the thing, you never get somebody's name tattooed on you because it'll doom the relationship, like a superstition. Have you ever heard that?
I've heard it's extremely bad luck. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have a man tattooed on you?
No, just somebody who died.
That's
So,
right.
and that's a whole different thing. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I got that as well from my great grandmother. I need to get one for my grandma too. But that's beside the point. So yeah, a lot of fucking people do get that. Like, what's that bitch's name? Astravino. She's gotten like 3 dudes' names tatted on her and shit, and they all ended up like in hell in a handbasket. It's fucking weird.
She's weird. I like Steve-O's tattoo on his ass that literally says your name. That gets me every time.
Do what?
Steve-O from Jackass,
Mhm.
he literally has your name, the words, your name on
Oh,
his
yeah.
ass. So he can be like, yeah, I have your name tatted on my ass.
Bro, remember they were trying to get Glame to get Shifty's name tattooed on him or some shit?
I do remember that.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy. Perry, I see you, bro. Don't get Egg Picker doing that dumb shit. We're not doing that, Perry. Fucker. But anyways, let's get into the story. So he first approached me in a bar. He was 2 years younger than me at the time, in his early 20s. All right, so they're adults, thankfully. I didn't have the skills to put up healthy boundaries, so I ended up speaking to people even if I didn't particularly want to. Do you have ways of putting up boundaries with people like, bro, don't talk to me?
Yes, I told you this the other day. I will start yelling at you in another language if you do not get it, dude. If I don't want you to approach me, honestly, the face usually does it, but I will just start yelling at you in another language.
So that's how you cope. You just start screaming in another language. What's something you
If
would
you-
say? Let's just say a man approached you. You wanted to start screaming at him. What would you do? What would you say?
I ask him if he's fucking stupid in Russian, but most people wouldn't know that. They just hear it's another language, and then they usually back off.
Okay. Would you scream it or just say it?
It depends how he's approaching me and what scenario it's in.
That's fair. Real quick. Fruit Cup with the 5. Love the suit, my baddie Ken. Appreciate you. Mel, you look good too, girl. You both are slay. Mel, can you write whip holder on your arm? Is it too soon? Yeah, let's not do that.
I'll write fruit cup.
Yeah, right, Fruit Cup on your arm. Yeah, we can't do that.
And when
No.
I'm done, I will give them a full display of the outfit of the day, and you can as well. You can show them the full pimp suit.
Yeah, we could do that.
Okay.
Um,
So, what would you do, Ken, if women came up to you in public? Would you just scream at them, "I'm married"?
women don't approach me, believe it or not.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
Are you just too scary, or?
probably. I'm a massive human
can see
being.
that.
I'm a massive human being, right? And
But height is something I could use to approach someone. I'd be like, "Wow, you're so tall." Make it just like super easy and obvious.
I mean, like, obviously, like, women have said shit about my voice, right? And all that shit. I'm like, yeah, thank you. And I just keep moving. Like, I don't stop and talk. I just make a comment and keep it pushing, right?
That's fair.
Right. Or, like, normally they'll be like, like, you have a voice for radio, like, that deep voice. God, I love it. I'm like, yeah, I appreciate it. Or the infamous one I always say when people say, like, you have a voice for radio, I laugh and be like, yeah, that's the rumor. And I'll keep it pushing. I don't stop and talk to anybody.
That's fair. So men, I feel like, especially if they're weirdly persistent, they might like take me walking away and like follow me if they're really creepy. If I'm lucky, they won't. So
I did. So one time I did ask, like, there was a chick, and oh my God, why are you doing that?
I was showing the new people my full outfit, Ken. I literally just warned you that was going to happen. Close your eyes next time.
I didn't.
I'm listening. Tell your story. Dead air, Ken.
They were like, what's your name? I was like, I'm married. That's my name.
That's my name.
What's your name? I'm married. Nice to meet you. I just kept it pushing, but
That's my name. Nice to meet you.
yeah, exactly. But yeah,
I
I
love
don't
that.
play that shit, bro. Like I do not play that shit. Like, fuck off me. All right, so let's get back to this. So I ended up speaking to people that I particularly don't want to. At first, I thought I'd be polite, as I kind of felt almost sorry for them. But eventually, I just wanted them to leave me alone. We never dated properly, and we just went out for a couple meals. So this chick does not know how to say no. That's basically what we're doing.
Yeah, clearly.
What is it? My friend persuaded me that if I met them one last time, he would leave me alone, which in hindsight was very naive of me. I met him, and then when he showed me, he got my name tattooed on his chest as a present for me for Valentine's Day. So this dude said, I got you a present, and then the tat on the chest. It's fucking weird, bro.
I'd be like, can you return that?
Yeah, I know, right? When I said I didn't like it, he took that as a rejection and got angry, posting loads of fake stuff about me all over the internet. So we're in that day and age where you fucking start doing that dumb shit. Obviously, people do like the revenge porn and all that dumb. Like, come on, bro. Who fucking...
Yeah, the fake stuff, yeah.
Yeah, like, stop it. She then said, I actually felt physically sick that they had taken something very personal from me by having my name tattooed on his chest. I felt that in some way he had part of me on him. In fact, it upset me so much years later, I changed my name.
I was literally just thinking that, like, if your name is like something special, like if it's something you share with like a grandparent or a family name, and it's like not that serious of a relationship, and it's oh no, that just is icky.
That's the weird thing, bro. Like that's a little too far. Like especially like you just met the bitch and you're just fucking doing all that. But again, like Egg Picker said, fucking cinema promotes this type of like like true love and fucking
It's like the Disneyfication of love. Like it's so easy. It's just like really quick and deep and.
Or like what's it, Hallmark? Like Hallmark always has. Somebody's in a relationship, there's some type of struggle, they meet someone else, they try to deny it, fucking they end up breaking up with the other person, they meet up with some friends, their friends say you should give it a shot, and then the other person comes in, swoops in with some bullshit, and then they end up together. Literally the blueprint of every single fucking I've seen too many of these fucking things. But yeah, dude, it's not realistic. It's just not at all realistic, bro, that people want to do that shit and try to like placate some type of shit. It's just not it, bro. Just not it.
Grim says in the military, your first name is personal, and I don't personally know if I would say it's personal, but you definitely become your last name. Like
100%.
When you hear a first name, you're like, who the fuck is that? Dude, like what? Who?
There's still people I know to this day that I served with, bro. They still call me my last name. Like everybody calls me my last name.
Like you wouldn't even know them if you heard the first name for sure.
Or like by my rank, like a Big Sarge, you know what I mean, or some shit like that, right? Like to this day, it's just kind of how it is. And for the longest time, I forgot my first name. You know what I mean? They're like, yo, what's your name? And I tell them my last name, and they're like, that's your name? I'm like, no, fuck, it's my last name. I fucking, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. DJ Egg Picker, a Hallmark equals Hellmark. That's facts, bro. Hallmark is evil.
Big facts.
Then they put out the fucking channel, the Hallmark Christmas movie channel, and they just shove that shit down your throat. Once you've seen one, you've seen them all. You know what I mean?
100%. Yeah, there's a formula, and they just keep cranking them out.
But hopeless romantics love them. They love the
really
feel-good story. It's not it, bro. It's not it.
Mm-hmm.
So let me ask you this, right? Let's just say somebody showed up with your name tattooed on them. Would you take that as a form of flattery, or would you be like, what the fuck are you doing?
If it was like that situation, I would be like, absolutely.
No. I'm just saying in general.
See, in a general situation, I don't know. The context would be absolutely key. But I do know that it can be like bad luck. So I don't know. I have seen cute videos where they have gotten it like purposely misspelled to like break the bad luck curse. And I think that's kind of cute and kitschy, like different.
So it's actually kind of fun. My wife's like on our 10-year wedding anniversary, she wants to get like Superman and Wonder Woman tattoos, or like the Avia, what up? Or like she loves the was it the Persephone and Hades story?
That is a good thing. Yes, that is beautiful.
So like I forgot which one, but one of us will get like moths and one of us will get a butterfly to symbolize the other one.
Or like pomegranates. That's usually entwined in that myth as well.
Yeah. Oh no, man.
I love that. Cute. Just something that's related. I also like when I see like the guy get the lips tattooed on them. It's a little bit played out now, but I still like it when it's like actually the girl's lips.
Yeah. I've seen like I've thought about this. Like say like whenever we have a kid getting like their footprint tattooed on me. That'd be pretty cool.
I don't know. I think that's a little played out, the hands and the footprint. That's just my opinion of that.
Dude.
I think there's other cute things you can do with that.
Brent, what up? Appreciate it. Brent says we look good. Thank you, Brent. Appreciate it, bro.
Thank you.
This dude I knew, right? He fuck my life. He met a woman that was pregnant, and he decided to raise the child. Now,
big man.
I'll say this: the some bitch got a silhouette of a picture of him holding the baby up, and he got the kid's name and like the birth date on him. Oh, it was pretty cool.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Unfortunately, I think they broke up since then, but that's beside the point.
That's always hard.
That's why I never. So there was one time I tried to date a chick with a kid, could never do it. It's just the problem is there's always like some baby daddy drama. Because bro, the first time this dude met me, keep in mind, bro, this dude's all like 5'7", $140, $150 maybe. He was in the Air Force too, so that tells you something. And literally, bro, First time he met me, right? I was sitting down. I was like, hey, what's up, bro? My name is Ken. He said, I've knocked out dudes bigger than you before. First words. So I stood up, looked down at him, and I said, bro, you couldn't reach me if you fucking tried. Like, go over there to your kid. Like, leave me the fuck alone. Why are you worried about me? Like,
He had to slap his dick on the table. He had to try.
Straight up, bro. Little dudes always try and do that shit with me. And I'm like, bro, get your baby ass over there. All right. I was your size when I was born. Get the fuck over there, bro.
I
Fuck
fully
you.
believe that. That's funny. So chat is like mentioning about if they think Amber Lynn is going to go to fat camp. Do you know much about that? Like,
She'll end up going. She'll end up going. She'll go.
You think so?
Oh, yeah. She'll go.
She's not a big person for like actually doing IRL things.
But part of this place is to fucking make you do that, right? Part of this place is about facing your demons and all that other shit. You know what I mean? And part of it is to be better people.
I will be surprised if she goes truly, and I will be even more surprised if she stays and is like stays the whole time and like participates. I will be truly shocked. Like I've been surprised and shocked that she has lasted here as long as she has. But yeah, that will be like blow me out of the water.
Someone said she needs a scooter. Technically, she has a scooter.
She needs a scooter that can drive, is what it
Yeah,
is. 'Cause
that's
she
fair.
can't drive either. She can't drive, scooter can't drive. Like she needs something.
Evan said, Ken, think of the logistical nightmare of her. Just kidding.
That's what I'm saying. Why do you think she wanted it in Oklahoma so bad? Because she needs that help.
Oh, that's fucked up, bro. That is fucked up. Think of the logistical nightmare it'll be.
Yeah.
That's terrible. That is absolutely terrible. All right, here we go. I spent 6 hours in the cinema plucking up the courage to finger my girlfriend. Right.
In the cinema or after?
So I went to the cinema. I'm just going to say they were teenagers. They went to see Bloody Valentine 3D film.
Oh, that's a good movie.
And they're telling the story as an adult. I just want to put that out there because they have the name, the age, and like where they're at. I'm not putting that out there, obviously, but I'm just saying.
Great.
The 3D film about a murderous coal miners. That was a great movie, by the way. I really enjoyed. I saw that.
yeah.
I saw that in 3D. That was fucking trippy.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so basically, he did some hand to the chick when they were in the back row because it's what you did in those days. I didn't enjoy it because they said that they're gay. That's what the story says. I was still trying to be straight and was in denial. We kissed, but nothing else happened during the first film, so we booked to see another film straight after. It took me nearly 6 hours to pluck up the courage to do the hand thing. It was probably just as awful for her as for me, but it got both of us creds, which we told our friends at school the next day. So, interesting.
I have heard stories like that where it's like a person is uncertain about their sexual orientation, and so they kind of like experiment one way or the other, and they're like, that's how I officially knew. Some people don't need to do that. They don't want to like test it out. They're like, I for certain know.
Yeah.
But that sucks. That is a bummer if it's Valentine's Day.
Well, as I've always said, right, people need to be comfortable with who they are. People need to be able to look in the mirror and appreciate what they see, right? I mean, obviously,
Yeah.
like, can we all lose some weight? Sure, probably. But I'm saying as far as, like, you know, your own skin, right? Like, who you are as a person. You should be comfortable when you look in the mirror. And
Right.
you got to think about it, right? Like, in these times, I'm pretty sure it was frowned upon. So people placated a certain type of way in order to, like, try to fit in. And then, you know, now it's way more accepted, so you probably see a lot less of that, depending on where you live, obviously. Because if you live in, like, fucking bumfuck, probably don't want to come out like that, right? So you try to placate,
So Dixon says, what if we merge shows with Alpha? We would all stand to gain something because Sweet Tea and Phantom are in a bad financial spot. They could benefit from a better time slot. I don't even know what a show would look like with all four of us. That would be some chaos.
I don't think so.
You don't think so? Like, I love both of them. I do. I think it would be some kind of different chaos.
Sweet Tea's not the biggest fan of me, and that's okay, but I love Phantom. He's a fucking great guy.
Wait, really?
Yeah, me
Why?
and Sweet Tea have had beef.
Over what? I need to learn something.
I always said, when she was on bus, I always said, like, what do you contribute? Like, what is your stick? Like, what, you know what I mean?
Got it.
And I
I mean, I
people,
wouldn't call that beef.
But I called her out, so it pissed her off.
I think a lot of people did though, but I agree that she wasn't shining fully there because ALR is such a big personality. I do generally like Sweet Tea, like in all these other places a whole lot.
Yeah, I said on here too, right? I was like, I feel bad for what happened to you. I wish you a happy and healthy pregnancy, and hopefully everything turns out well. I don't want no bad because I'm not going to wish bad on people in that type of situation, right? Because that's, because at that point you're kicking somebody while they're down. I'm not doing that.
No.
You know what I mean? So
she's a great personality, and I just think Amber's a weird personality to be around sometimes. Like you have to be very particular.
Well, yeah, think about it too, right? The OG Bus fans were so used to like Scooter and Sweet Tea. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like bringing
But now
ALR in.
it's all girl world. So
Yep, it's facts. Real quick, this is my broomstick with the Fortnite. My brother and his wife have matching triangle tattoos, and my niece said she's going to get one to match them when she's 18. Adorable. Yeah, it's fucking awesome. Yeah, see, like matching tattoos and like names are two different things, right?
Yeah,
So,
for sure.
You know what's funny? Like on that show, like a Love After Lockup or some shit. Like these bitches that find inmates and dudes that find inmates. Like I've seen some of the women get like property of and like the dude's name on them. I'm like, bro, really?
That's
what we're doing.
so tacky. Yes.
That's what we're doing. Like fucking grown ass women with kids. Like what the fuck are we doing, bro? Butterflies with the two. If she's making money, she will love you. Well, there it is. Willie the Fridge. All right, Ken, you won me back. Appreciate it. I appreciate it. But yeah, so it is what it is, bro. Like, but to this story right here, man, hopefully all turned out well. I mean, obviously, people have their fuck ups and people try to, try and be someone they're not, and they figure out who they really are. Then that way they can be happy. So
Yeah, absolutely. There's nothing wrong with doing a little bit of exploring.
So on Reddit, right, someone posted, Valentine's horror stories, right? So first one is, came home dressed as a Hooters girl with hot wings, but they gave my husband horrible diarrhea at the end and ended up in the hospital with dehydration 2 years later. That's fucking wild, bro.
That sucks.
You ever got
Good effort was made. It was supposed to be fun, and then it happened.
Do you get diarrhea from spicy things?
I can't remember because I generally avoid spicy things because I don't
Really?
like them. Yeah.
I love spicy food. Here's the thing, right? If it don't burn going down and burn coming out, it's not spicy enough. That's how I feel.
You sound like a masochist, dude.
Spicy food, no, when it comes to food, I am. Because spicy food reminds you that you're alive. Because that's what, pain reminds people that they're alive, right? Let's just be honest. It reminds people that you can feel, right?
Yeah,
So,
that's fair.
spicy food, if my mouth is not numb, then what are we doing? This isn't spicy. This is just,
Enjoying food. It doesn't have to hurt you to know it's good food.
Yeah, I'm just saying, bro. Like, if I want spicy, bro, you better burn my asshole. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. So, Carl, I do keep track of a lot of the drama in the LCU because I enjoy it here. I may have come from Girl World, but I stayed for the cows of the universe. And you want to talk about the Iceman drama? Do you want to talk about like the Sweet Tea and her pregnancy drama? Do you want to talk about the Gigi stuff drama? Like, which drama would you like to talk about? Because, yeah, Iceman is probably one of the biggest dramas right now.
Oh, yeah.
From Galleries is correct. So, what do you want to talk about?
Willie the Fridge with the 5. I had to get an Irish mob tat when I turned 18, but they're associated with a supremacy group, and that they hate it.
Interesting.
That is, yeah. It's like some.
What kind of tattoo is that? Is that something I would recognize, or?
I probably wouldn't ask that. Who cares?
I was just curious, like the imagery of it.
With your history, why are you asking about tattoos like that?
Well, because like I saw a video about this girl. She's like, I'm Russian. I wanted to get this tattoo to honor myself and like my heritage. And so she gets it. And then she went back to Russia for like a family trip. And it turned out that she didn't even know it was like related to gangsters. So I think he's saying that he got it and it was like accidentally associated with it.
Yeah.
I thought that's what he was saying. So I was just curious like what it was.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Broomstick, I did read your super chat about the matching triangle tattoos, and the daughters also get the matching triangle tattoo. That's fucking awesome. That's cool as shit, I think.
And I even wrote it on there.
Beautiful. Another one, where we at? 9 years ago, I was dating a guy who informed me that he had 3 traffic citations that he never paid due to financial trouble, and so they had gone into warrant status. At the time, I worked in legal field, so to be a nice person, I went to the court, spoke to the judge, and got them taken out of warrant status, and pled down to parking citations and paid the $15 in fees for each of them. Damn.
What a nice girl. Damn.
Hell
Or
yeah.
person, I guess.
And then where we at? I saved this guy a total of well over $2,000 and several points on his driving record in a matter of minutes. Some may say I shouldn't have, and looking back, I tend to agree, but I'm just the kind of person that will always help anyone we can. Austin Bros, don't play with my boy Ken when he's in the suit. Thank you so much, Austin Bros. And by the way, we did give Yo Mama his props for donating money to Phantom that he earned. That's fucking awesome. That's phenomenal that he did that.
It is.
All right, so the following week was Valentine's Day. We had plans for him to come over to my house for a nice home-cooked meal. I spent all day getting dolled up. Hair, nails, makeup, a nice new dress, lingerie, the works. I had just gotten the food on the stove and the candles lit when he called and said he wouldn't be over. Confused, I asked why. He then proceeded to break up with me and tell me he only used me for my legal contacts to get his warrants taken care of. It completely broke my heart. I got the last laugh, though, because the following week I found out he'd gotten another ticket the day after Valentine's Day. Karma got his
I
ass.
was gonna ask if she knew if he had like previous knowledge of her being able to do that and like seeked her out specifically for that. But yeah, Karma's a bitch, dude. That fucking sucks.
Well, fuck him. That's how I see it.
Absolutely. I'm glad she was able to like find out that he did get some like retribution for that. Like it's almost like a type of closure. She sounds like a good person. Or yeah, they did clarify that it was a she. So I'm glad that she was able to like know that. What a
Oh, yeah.
dick.
Facts, yeah. I mean, that's pretty fucked up, bro, to be doing that shit. She was running his random YouTube nuber. That's how she was running his name. That's how I bet. I mean, yeah, it's probably facts, bro. It's probably, let me keep tabs on this motherfucker.
I mean, if I was like still upset about it and pissed off, I probably would too for a little while until like I was out of my fifis about it.
Yeah.
But that probably got her out of her fifis. She was like, he was good, you know, he was no good anyways. Like, fuck it.
That's facts. Who's
Some low life.
who's streaming after us? Do you know? Because I got to put the redirect in.
I do not know, but I can check for you
Yeah,
if you'd like to vamp for a second.
Yeah, guys, if y'all can let me know that or whatever, she's going to find out too. But anyways, there's been a lot of deaths on Valentine's Day, and that's real fucked up, right? 'Cause it's supposed to be a day of love and care and showing the person that you're with that you truly love them. You know what I mean? And then there's a lot of fucked up shit. We all remember the St. Valentine's Day massacre of 1929. What's up?
Glass.
Glass is going live.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let me get that. I need to get that ready to go for them.
Yeah, the Valentine's Day massacre, that was like a big thing.
Yeah. Sorry, I want to make sure I get this.
You're okay. But so, did you also know that Valentine's Day is based on a pagan tradition known as Lupercalia? And it very much was just like a carnal, like, let's bone type of thing.
Really?
Yeah. A lot of the traditional holidays that we celebrate have a lot of like pagan roots. You know, they had to come from somewhere. And of course, now they've been super commercialized, but they do have a lot of roots from somewhere. And it's one of them is Lupercalia.
Have you heard about the acronym FUCK?
No, I've not heard of fuck used as an acronym.
Yeah. So where it stood from was fornication under consent of the king.
Interesting.
And basically what it was a thing where it was basically a prima nocta, I think, something like that, where the king would like fuck all the women the night before their wedding.
I've heard of that. Oh my God.
He would take virginities of the women that were getting married.
It was like his royal right or whatever. Holy
Exactly.
shit.
Yeah.
I love a good acronym.
Bro, I don't know, man. I don't know if I could deal with that shit. Like, bro, I'm about to marry this woman and some dipshit's about to fucking slay. Like, come on.
But it's the king, and I guarantee you were supposed to probably think of it as like an honor, right? Like the only person who has fucked this woman is the king and me. I guarantee it.
Oh yeah, I mean, well, it's a flex, right? It's a flex. Like, yeah, like
That's so fucked.
it's like my man's trying to fucking collect V cards or some shit. Like, come on, bro.
Oh, absolutely. Did you watch this show on Hulu called The Great?
Never heard of it.
It's supposed to be about one of the Russian czar's wives. It kind of follows her. I can only get a few episodes in, but I will not forget in like the first episode or two when she's getting ready to marry him and this priest goes, I have to like check if you're intact. And I shit you not, he licks his first two fingers and is like,
Oh yeah.
I gagged so hard. I'm like, that's disgusting.
Every man's done it. Every man's done it.
He's like the religious person. Yeah, I have to check if you're intact,
bro,
before you can marry him. Like,
the fucked up story from MEPS I was going to tell the other day. I felt so bad for the women. So, Prima Nocta. Thank you so much, HT. Yes, Prima Nocta. That's what it was called.
yeah,
So,
the privilege of being fucked by the king.
Yeah. So, obviously, whenever you go get your physicals, they separate the men and women, right? And so, the women had the oldest man doctor I've ever seen in my life. And he had, like, you think I got a big nose? Like, this some bitch was huge, right? The nose was just massive.
What are you saying?
And so, I don't know. I'm just saying, maybe that's why I got into the women's health. I don't fucking know. But anyways, the fucked up part is he would do like this weird laugh before he caught in the next one. Right? Like, next. Like every single time. And he had like that old, like smoker's raspy voice. Next. Or some shit like that. I'm like, yo. And then
So it wasn't just my MEPS doctors who were creepy old men.
bro, I'm telling you. And then like the men doctor was like this, was this dude, like small little guy. Right? It was probably like all like 5'10", 5'11". And fucking, you go in there and obviously have to turn your head and cough because you got to feel, bro. Some bitch had the coldest nylon gloves I've ever had in my life, bro, because that some bitch grabbed. It was cold. I've never had colder hands on my balls before. Motherfucker,
I can't remember. Do the guys do the duck walk too, or is it just the girls?
Oh, no, we all do. Well, they're testing like your knees and your legs and shit to make sure that you're good. So, yeah, motherfucker grabbed my nuts. Turn your head and cough. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. Pick a doctor with small hands once you're over 40. Bro, I'm telling you, I'm never getting that. I'm never getting my prostate checked. I refuse. Like, fuck that shit. I'm not.
You said that in Maine the other day.
Yeah, I'm not doing it, bro. So, I think I said, too, like, prostate issues run in my family. I think they do. Because the more I thought about it, I was like, maybe not. Like, I was trying to think of, like, my uncle and, like, my grandfather. They may have prostate issues. I don't exactly remember. But, yeah, bro, like, you
can get a genetic test, and the genetic test will tell you, like, what health issues are predominant.
Yeah, it's true. And then Roscoe said, I'm so scared for that in the colonoscopy. So, yeah, the colonoscopy is another one. It's fucking.
It's so funny to think that like women pay lots of money in like Hollywood, LA areas to get like fancy colonics. Like why?
The colonic.
Yeah, isn't that like super similar? I'm not entirely sure.
So the colonic is when they put like a tube up your ass and then they throw like warm water. It's like 50 some gallons of warm water through your intestines and then they pull it back out to clean your intestines out.
And isn't a colonoscopy similar? They just do it like a camera?
Yeah, well, colonoscopy, they check for polyps in your colon if you have colon cancer.
Yeah.
So it's like it's different, right? One's more of like testing for cancer. One is more for cleanliness.
I still feel like they're both weird.
No, you know what's weird to me? People get their assholes bleached. Like, why are we doing that?
That's weird.
I mean,
yeah,
like,
that's a huge thing in the adult world. Is that, and you can also bleach like your bikini line too.
I couldn't imagine some cocksucker putting fucking Clorox on my asshole. Like really? Is that what we're doing?
Not Clorox.
I'm just saying, right? Just saying. But yeah, it's weird, bro. But anyways, guys, we appreciate y'all hanging out with us on this Valentine's Day. I hope y'all enjoyed today's Valentine's Day. You know, be with the one you love. And if you're not with the one you love and you're just by yourself, there's going to be...
the one you with.
There it is. There's going to be a show. Definitely going to be a show on at some point. But anyways, guys, thank y'all so much. We're going to send y'all off to Local Glass, the new show with Zay Zooted and I forgot her name.
Jersey.
That's
she
right.
Came in with me.
That's right. Yeah. So Jersey and fucking Zay, apparently they're an ALR detractor channel in the universe. So that's kind of the big talk. But yeah, y'all go over there and check them out. But as always, thank you so much. Until next time,
drop
everybody.
A like on your way out.
Yeah, definitely. Please drop a like on the stream. We'd greatly appreciate you guys. And yeah, until next time, Monday. We'll see you guys on Monday. Because tomorrow we're celebrating Valentine's Day. Me and my wife are. So that's why I was able to do it today, not tomorrow. So, all right, everybody. Y'all take care. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Bye.
Peace.